Okay, we're live. Don't swear, at least for the first 15 seconds or whatever the rule is.
Fiddlesticks.
Moss. Oh, what is this? Performing a first-time setup. Installing Microsoft VC redistributable. What? Apparently there's an update that I wasn't aware of.
That's how it always is with Windows.
Oops. Sorry.
Have you ever got a force log out midstream from updates?
No, fortunately.
That's good. It might not be quite as bad as it used to be, but yeah, it was pretty bad at one time.
Where is... There it is. All right. March. Look at all those autosaves with the exact same progress. It's just constantly autosaving. You have to remember, these are really hard puzzles that just keep getting harder. I can only go for so long anyway because I'm drinking.
Sounds a bit like Lemmings.
Yeah, maybe I need a better experience with Lemmings.
Well, for a start, you should play a version other than the DOS version, because the DOS version is not the most pleasant.
Yeah, that's the one I remember when I was a kid. So that's why I think I was like, oh, I want to play this, because that was the one that, you know, some friends, you know, I could play it for a couple hours at a friend's house, but I never got that much into it, so...
And you were saying as well that it's like, oh, well, this soundtrack's not very memorable. And I was just thinking, it's like, well, you're the one who wanted to play the DOS version. The DOS version's got a very bad rendition of the soundtrack.
Yeah, that too. Okay, so they added this, Hey, Longfoot! 50 months. Thank you very much.
It's longer than I have, for sure. By about a year. Yeah.
So they just added the difficulty in a game for the first time. I'm just going to keep it on standard. I'm not going to do the extra chat. These are challenging enough. So, who's going to show up this week? Frosting might show up late if he's not too jet lagged. He's coming home for after a week trip in California. And
with all the California girls.
If Jim shows up, he usually shows up in the evening.
I've been to California three times. The girls are nothing remarkable.
Then why did you mention them?
Because I thought that's why he was going there.
Oh. Is that what he said? Or... I don't know.
It's frosting. I assume it's something to do with that.
No, he usually travels to meet up with just people he knows, but... Okay,
Exactly.
so... Wait.
Anyhow.
He doesn't know women? I thought that was his whole life struggle.
No. He knows one in New York as well. That got a bit loud, didn't it? Hey.
I don't think
hey,
so.
Lauren.
Hi, Lauren.
Well, I heard my voice come through on your end for some reason. Unless there's someone else sitting in the voice chat. I don't know. I heard feedback, that's all.
I don't know. I don't know if these bleed or the earphones.
I don't know. Well, it's fine now. Well, I heard a bit of that, but anyway. So Lauren has a question.
Hold on. Go ahead and see. Okay, if I just turn this down, now see if you get feedback.
Do I get feedback now? No.
Moss, yell something in.
Thanks, Shady. So yeah, Lauren's question.
Did you get feedback on that?
It's all fine.
Okay, so it's not coming through my headphones.
Okay.
Oh, let me see on this.
You coming into the voice chat, Lauren? Frosting's not here today, so you'll be safe.
Let me check my Discord here. Go ahead and just keep talking, Moss.
Really? About what? Oh, you want to stay in text chat, Lauren? That's sad. It's just the two of us here, and you know when it's just the two of us, it's more cerebral than anything.
I don't know. I'm not seeing it. It doesn't look like it's actually playing my voice chat back.
Yeah, well, I haven't got any feedback now. You seem to have fixed it, so.
I didn't do anything.
All right, I don't know then. We'll see what happens.
Super Gamer, am I echoing? Is that real? It doesn't look like it over here when I look at the bar.
Well, you're not echoing on Discord, so. Apparently, we're both echoing. Oh, there's no echo for Lauren, so it's probably on your end, Super Gamer.
Do you have us playing in two tabs?
Possible.
Oh, we're gonna get drunk Longfoot tonight. All right, I'm looking forward to that.
And you're getting drunk too, Shady?
That's the point. I'm not playing a kid's game if I'm not drunk.
Oh, all right.
So.
And I'm the designated driver.
That's an awful idea. Not that I ever drive drunk, but it sounds like I would drive better drunk than you would sober.
Well, I just drive slowly at a log back street, so.
Oh, that's not. I mean, that's not bad. But
catch me without a license.
I see. Okay, so blue there and there.
Is your weather heating up now, Shady?
Yeah, it's getting there.
Yeah.
Although we've had
cold at the moment.
we're having a lot of rain though, so it is. It's been an extremely rainy spring. So.
It's only 7 degrees Celsius for me at the moment, so it's freezing. But then again, it's not even 5 a.m. yet, so.
Let's see. It does seem like this needs to be here in order to cut there, but that is such an obvious thing that... I mean, how else would you hit it? Because you can't hit this at all. If I can get... Should probably get... With only one white laser, I really should be getting... Ideally, I'd be splitting the white laser up. So, like, I could do this, and that would give me those, and then maybe... What? Like that? The problem is I need blue up across here, but...
Oh, we got 5 viewers now. That's good. Oh, where's Commander Root gone? He's not watching anymore.
Oh, so you're hawking the viewer list and seeing who shows up and leaves?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tricky thing to manage because, like, I know that I'm the host and I got to make this like an interesting stream, but you know, it's a hangout, which means that it's kind of, hopefully, you know, I mean, the best things happen when it's kind of everybody participating, but if everybody's just kind of waiting for someone else to do something.
Well, I got a few things to say on Firmament, but I don't know if I should say it just yet. I haven't played it yet, but just my reading of what's going on. Because, yeah, I've looked at some reviews, but no spoilers.
So why are you hesitant to say? Just because?
Well, I thought it'd be better with more people here. All right.
Yo,
here.
yo.
Oh!
I'm here
Hey.
now. I'm
Hey.
listening.
Well, more people are here, Moss. Tell us about Firmament.
Woo!
That's not quite how I'm feeling about Firmament.
Firmament's full of bugs. Yeah! I was pulling my hair out the other day because it's so good.
So you like to break?
yeah,
You like to break stuff.
I'm really waiting for a patch.
Yeah. Guys, let it cook. Let it cook in the oven a little bit more. It's not ready.
Who's more excited? A go-to or a go-to's cat?
My cat, apparently, yes. Exactly.
Yeah, we've all got pets now.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
You have a cat?
Yeah.
now?
No, he's
No, I have a dog.
yeah.
He said pet specifically because he has a dog. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
What kind of dog is it?
Can you not tell that Moss is a
Offset.
dog person?
I mean, it makes sense, I guess, yeah, but I have been surprised before. Person I thought was a dog person was actually a fish person.
Yeah.
His name
Fish!
is Rimmer.
Oh yeah, my mom's not here tonight, so you're gonna hear me.
Um.
And not
my-
in an not in SJW kind of way.
So
Yeah, my mother's not here either. She's at her own house. Shady's mum's not here either. But she should be along on one stream.
That'd be nice.
Yeah,
For
Shady
Mother's
stream.
Day.
When is Mother's Day in America? Because it's already passed.
Oh, it passed.
Here.
It's passed.
it was
in the
last
States
week.
as well.
Yeah, I don't know, or whenever. Or was it 2 weeks ago? I think it was like the 14th or something. So I guess 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
I think it's in March in the UK.
We're still waiting for it here. It's in like early June.
Which is Father's Day in
That's
America.
Father's Day. Yeah.
And then we have to wait until September.
Mother's Day. 4th of what am I talking? September. 4th of June is Mother's Day for us.
You just rearrange the months however you see fit.
Just rearrange reality, Shady.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm biased with September because it's when I was born, so it's a good month.
That's good that you
Yo,
don't.
it's Longfoot! Let's go! Yeah! Woo!
Man, how much coffee have you had?
0.
Wow.
And I just popped open a Coke, but
Okay.
it's unrelated.
Okay.
I don't know.
Is that all
I'm
you
just
got,
doing
man?
good, man. I'm just high on life.
Alright.
Like I'm enjoying myself. Like, you know, it's awesome.
Oh.
It's 5 a.m. for me.
I'm already
not
worn
ready
out
to
now.
enjoy myself yet.
How's everyone doing?
Hey,
Doing
Longfoot.
fucking great. Woo!
Good.
So, you said you'd be on
Okay,
later
yeah,
after you got drunk. So that already happened.
Not there yet, but we're getting there.
Okay.
Oh,
This is-
Longfoot. I was mixing you up with Hurricane Bomber. I don't know why.
I was
No,
gonna
Longfoot,
say.
dude.
I think Ogre sounds a lot like Tog Rally if I remember right. He hasn't been here in forever, but
True.
that would be
Let's talk rally.
interesting if you two were on the same stream. Wouldn't be able to tell you two apart. I
What
don't think.
about...
I can see Longfoot is playing RuneScape right now. This is a man of substance. This is a very
Okay.
highly intellectual.
What about Victorian Robot?
That's
There's
just
the person that's disappeared.
yeah. That is such a throwback. Yeah, that's only someone you've heard about, because she was gone, I think, a year or two before you showed up.
I wonder what happened. Did she die?
I don't
jeez.
I don't think so.
Oh, well, that's a relief. If you're watching this, Victorian Robot, do come back. All is forgiven.
Yeah. I actually did wonder that once about some other person, and it turns out they, in fact, were deceased.
They were deceased.
Who?
They were or weren't deceased.
They were indeed. Yeah, it was kind of terrible, actually.
All right, so that's not the person I was thinking of. Because there was someone I thought had died. Because they sort of disappeared under very strange circumstances, and it turns out they weren't dead, which was a relief, but it was quite an emotional
said-
roller coaster at the same time.
You said weren't? Sounded like you said weren't.
No, they weren't dead. They just
They
yeah,
weren't.
Yeah.
It sounds the
basically
same,
they
yeah.
Can you
weren't
just say the
dead.
two? Yeah, can you just say the two words separately so we can understand what you're saying?
They were not dead.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, thanks.
Hey, more bits. Yeah,
more
speaking
bits.
of the UK, I did hear something about that too with the they can't tell when well, I just said can't.
They can't tell.
They can't they cannot tell when Americans say can versus can't. because of the way we say it.
Can't.
Well, yeah. So the way, since they say the two very differently, like they change the A pronunciation,
And can't.
Oh,
Yeah.
yo,
we'll say
Speaking of-
can. With us, it's really like how long you hold the N. So can, can't. Like we just kind of cut that off, but the A is, so they're used to listening for the A sound, not the N sound, so they have a hard time picking that up.
Oh, no, hey, whatever works. Hey.
It's funny that
Yeah, I could tell the difference.
Speaking
But
of
that's from experience.
Speaking of UK accents, I was watching. There's this one young British guy playing chess. Like he's hilarious, but the way he says porn, right? And he's fucking hilarious because at one point he was going off. He was like, "We're gonna deliver this porn to God Himself. We're gonna deliver this porn to greatness."
Oh, I see.
I was just like dying the whole time. I was like, he does not realize what that
No,
also
no,
sounds
no.
like.
It's a porn.
It's a
I'm gonna make this
porn. We're gonna.
Porn is something different.
This is the greatest porn. That's a freaking porn. Yeah, I was on the ground just dying. That was my one UK accent.
all of our discussions always devolve into the accent discussion.
So what's the plan with Firmament, Shady? Are you gonna wait 1 month after release or 1 month after they release the first patch?
I
People
don't
understand
have an
the plan
exact
Well, technically,
plan.
the first patch already has been released.
I think I'm just gonna
I
have to read the room on this. Just
All right.
if enough people have seen Firmament, I'm wearing my Firmament shirt today, in support. I hope it comes around and people will learn how to like it.
Excuse me.
Me too.
When did you get yours?
It's probably been a couple years actually. I've had this shirt a long time.
It was a
Is
yeah, it was a
Kickstarter.
Kickstarter back. Wasn't
Yeah.
It? Yeah. I've seen you a lot with it on stream.
Yeah.
I think my T-shirt's
it's-
still coming. Unless there's something different. I don't know.
Yeah. Need to make it down under.
They're all delivered by
I-
horse and buggy. They're still trying to figure out how to get it to Australia.
The carriage.
Yeah.
There's so much I want to, like, I love if we could just like rip the book open and just everyone says what their opinion on Firmament, but because I have a lot I would potentially want to go through, but the
I
question
just
is
don't know what.
is it
Sorry, go on.
No, I'm just saying, like,
Well-
it might not be appropriate as of yet. You know, there's probably some people who haven't
Well,
played it who.
I guess if you go without spoilers, I guess it'll be fine. But yeah, my impression is that Science quality control's been pretty bad for a long time, so I'm kind of not surprised that it got out in a buggy state. Because I still. Sorry, go on.
No, yeah, sorry. I'm also weighing my words really carefully, but I feel like it's not just about the bugs. Like, I guess there's more about the game that kind of irks me, but
Well, from what I've heard, it's shorter than Abduction,
yeah.
and also
Well-
it's quite linear.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's more linear than Abduction.
Ooh, 3 year. Well, I don't know if it's an anniversary. I don't know if it's consecutive, but it's 3 years of subscriptions for GoTo.
Yeah. It's not consecutive, but I think currently I'm on a 4-month streak. But hell yeah, dude! It's 3 years. Let's go. Let's go. Pew, 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 pew.
Like, one-
If I had a soundboard, I
One
would
thing
not
I don't
include the air horn.
understand- Yeah, you'd include the harmonica though, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
All right. But as I was saying, talking about science quality control, one thing I really, really can't fathom is the fact that I've gone over parts of this before, but this is something I haven't brought up before. With the 21st anniversary thing where they raised $1 million, is when it came to re-releasing Ubru and pressing it to the disc, they knowingly pressed the disc and released a game which they knew was broken, and has been broken for a long time, because you ran into yourself, Shady, that thing with the error, with the physics on the rock on Garrison, where pretty much, as far as I'm aware, every single person who plays it will run into that issue, and they'll have to go online and find a workaround. And yet Cyan thought, we got $1 million, we're not going to bother fixing this bug, we're going to print this game to a disc and just expect people to go onto forums and figure out how to solve this issue. I do not understand why they thought it was good enough to release a broken game and print it to a disc. Yeah, and then there was those issues with Cadish to Lesser and the ladders and everything, but I just don't understand why they just didn't bother fixing that bug.
It made sense back in the day, but I feel like, quality assurance and bug testing and fixing today is more of a common courtesy on the part of the developer than it is a necessity, obviously, because like you said, today it's really easy to put out updates to your game. You could definitely just send your game online and a player reports a bug like a week later, and you can go ahead.
So I missed the last 2 or 3 minutes of discussion. I know you said something important, Moss, but I got to a critical part of the puzzle and I ended up solving it. So
all right.
we got a good start.
Oh, okay. Shit. Let's go, Shady! Woo!
I don't know about that. We got a long way to go in the game. But
can I ask you a question, Shady?
Ask a what kind of question?
Now, a question.
A wet question.
I thought you said some kind of question. I didn't.
No. My tongue
My
didn't get around the queue properly, so I re-said question.
Are you drinking?
Just lemonade.
Yes, a lot.
So you have no excuse. He doesn't drink because he's just inexplicably always in an inebriated state.
he just is.
He just is drunk. And nobody knows why.
Who is?
You.
This is the state. The state of being of
Yes. Shady, I'm Australian.
Okay.
He's like those NPCs who are programmed to be drunk, and so they always are.
Go ahead and ask your question.
But do you
ask
remember
your wet question.
Do you remember? It's actually very, very dry. But do you remember when you were playing Ubru's on the stream back in 2020? The base game?
So wait, I remember.
You were in Garrison.
Yeah, I remember missing that jump. Sorry, I do remember that, and then that's the moment you mentioned the jump that I missed in one version, and then in the online.
You didn't miss it.
I mean the bug. Yeah. Yeah.
It's the fact that they just didn't bother fixing that. The fact that they raised $1 million and they couldn't even fix that bug, which meant that people had to go online to troubleshoot it and figure out a way to work around it, whether it be trying to jump to the back of the mountain or installing fraps. So my point is, science quality control hasn't been super flash for a very long time.
It's reading on it a lot. It's also, I mean, the way I understand it is Firmament backed. There were a lot more backers, and they raised a lot more money than Abduction did, and like I also get I learned that it's also a smaller team that made the game, right? Firmament. Like I think they're trying to pass on the torch somewhat to a younger generation of game developers who could sort of take over Cyan. Um, I was overwhelmingly disappointed.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
And my day's ruined. Because plus I was looking forward to it for so long, and like I don't know, it really. I mean, to me personally, it just really fell flat.
Talking about.
Firmaments.
Okay, so you have played Firmament.
Especially, I have played Firmament. Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't finished it, but I've done a lot of it. And especially compared to Abduction, yeah,
Abduction was really nice. That's actually why I was looking forward to Firmament, because I wasn't thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
I wasn't thinking of it in terms of the old Myst games. I was thinking, well, their original content is it may be a different flavor, but there's definitely promise with it.
Shady, so you haven't played? Yeah, you haven't played Firmament.
Of course I haven't.
Okay.
Yeah, neither of us haven't. Yeah. I don't know about Longfoot.
Yeah, so nobody give us any spoilers, but yeah, feel free to lay on your impressions.
Spoilers, but trying to speak more generally about the game.
I'm speaking
I just
generally
feel
about
like-
people in the chat and stuff. But yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like, well, for Cyan especially, it's a step backwards. That's really how I felt. Maybe even more than one. Like, I guess that's why I was so disappointed, is because, I expected something to be at least on the same level as Abduction.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it sort of makes sense, right? With Abduction, you raise the bar to a certain level, and then, I mean, reasonably, you can't kind of expect the next project to be below that, right? Even if it's, 12 younger developers who are new to Cyan, who have worked on this project for the last 5 years.
Yeah, they're younger. How old are they? How old are these developers? Are they 20?
I think from like their 20s to like late 30s, maybe early 40s or something. But they're,
Okay.
Yeah, it's like
they aren't just all a bunch of
new
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the new generation.
Yeah, 40's pretty young. 40's pretty young these days.
Well, especially compared to
Well, that's good news.
right, Rand's Miller here. But no, yeah, I really appreciate that they're doing this, right? They're trying to find the people who, to pass the torch along to. But
Just probably not these people.
Oh yeah, that's right. Longfoot and Outrun are both Dutch. So anyway, sorry.
Lekker.
That's right.
Lekker. Maki. Firmament Maki.
They probably live on the same street and have no idea.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. And so, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, wouldn't it be funny if they were the only two people in Amsterdam who spoke Dutch?
I'm sorry, I had no idea. I thought for all this time that I was the only Dutch person here, but
Nope.
Isn't Space Shuttle
No.
Dutch as well?
Oh, I
so
don't know.
I'm not
I
gonna
don't
lie.
remember.
Earlier on, when I heard Longfoot's voice, I was like, "Oh, he's Dutch," because I have a Dutch friend who sounds exactly like you. It's not just the accent; it's like the actual
Yeah.
voice, right?
the accent is
Yeah.
too obvious. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your name isn't Leonard by any chance, is it?
No,
Leonard.
it's Thomas. No.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean, I was one evening I was playing Firmament. I quit the game and I started crying.
I was about to joke you started crying, but no, you really did.
No, I actually did. And
Is this
and you know
is
what?
this
And
filling
you know what
with
I?
Hope Shady?
Wait, what?
Do you?
Is what?
Is this filling you with Hope Shady?
What kind of question is that? Go
I,
ahead.
Leading one.
Tell your story. Oh, go to, please.
That same evening, I quit Firmament and I started crying. I played Abduction. I started a new game of Abduction.
For the nostalgia. We're now getting nostalgic for Abduction.
A 2016 game. Abduction is
You're
the same
crying
age as
again.
Stardew
You're having a
Valley.
meltdown.
And I was like, this is the experience I wanted.
Somehow this music is appropriate here.
I'm getting emotional. No, I'm not actually crying. Don't worry. Playing the part a little bit, but the intent is very much there. Yeah.
Execution, not so much.
As in what part? The execution of what?
Firmament.
Yeah.
You know what the saddest part of it all, Shady, is?
I mean, I don't know, maybe? Tell me what the
fact
saddest
that we
part is.
back this game.
No, that's not
If it turned out
sad.
to be awful, I'd be thinking, it's like, well, do I really want to... Would I back Scion on any further projects in terms of funding?
Right,
Kickstarter?
right. And so that I think is especially where, I mean, I sort of this sense of dread that I had while playing Firmament is because I was like, you know, it's almost like those dumb YouTube videos with the clickbaity thumbnail that's like, is this the end of Cyan?
Again?
I honestly,
2005.
yeah, well,
You have to understand Moss's standards here too. He told me, well, it may have been a DM, I'm not sure now. Or was it the supporter thread? That he would be, as far as streams go, be perfectly happy with me streaming a black screen. So if that's fine with him, and he still doesn't like Firmament, I mean, that's where we're at.
Shady, to be fair, if you play Firmament, you'll get the black screen.
Okay, well,
Well, do you
so you're
remember,
saying,
Shady, we
so you're
streamed
saying
Black
it's
Screen?
shipped. The first release was the best.
Of Firmament?
Yeah, before the patch, because you said you get the black screen.
Are you fucking kidding me? No, it's well, I mean, the whole black screen thing wasn't fixed yet.
If you like
But-
the
but
black
in the
screen,
first
then that's
patch-
great.
Well, let's say the first patch was primordial because how can I put this? In the original release of the game, 90% of the lore was missing. And most people only realized when they finished the game. So that's why
And they're not going back to play it again, probably, a lot of them.
Yes, exactly, because it's sort
They
of
missed their chance.
And so
Cyan did.
I personally did not experience said bug that made you miss 90% of the lore, but apparently a huge majority of the players experienced this. And I understand why they were hurried in fixing that. There's also, once again, trying to measure my words very carefully so that there's no spoilers whatsoever. But
Thank you.
Cyan added a button in the game like in the menu, like a button you can click that is a workaround to fixing the game.
Wait, what
Now,
does that
I
mean?
understand that might sound very vague. You can get stuck a hell of a lot in Firmament.
This
You
is the
can
teleport to safe place, is it?
it's the teleport to
Yeah.
safe space button. Yeah. You can it is unbelievably easy to hard lock your saves, and there is only one autosave slot, which very periodically can fuck your saves up, especially because you're sort of wrestling with the game to try to save your situation, and while you're doing that, your autosave is rewritten, and if you haven't done a manual save, you pretty much have to start the game over, right? This happened 2 times to me. So that's why then, like, in the Steam reviews, there's a fuck ton of people saying, save often, like all caps, like save every 10 minutes. Like, yeah, and they're right.
So I will tell you something I noticed.
It's Sunday for me, Longfoot.
Well,
Oh,
I need
no.
I need to get a stronger drink actually, because that had no impact on me.
can't-
So, yeah, and I
Still
already
Getting
drank it.
3.5 stars on GOG.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Yeah, let me get another drink. Yeah, get the yeah, open the wine, Lauren. Let's go, and also get in the voice chat.
I also have a certain consumable that I like to indulge in. But
Limoncello. Yes, that was it.
I'll be back.
all right. Yeah, Moss, it seems like you've been looking into, even though you haven't played it, you've been looking into the game a lot.
Well, I saw what people were saying on the Discord, and then I checked the GOG reviews.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure
So-
it's essentially the same thing as the Steam reviews.
Yes.
Yeah, but another thing I don't understand is that they delayed Firmament once or twice already. And if it's a very short game, I'm not quite sure why they needed to delay it.
Well, one of the delays was COVID, which is perfectly understandable.
Okay.
As far as, because yeah, I mean they
Hey,
they
Jim.
attempted to plow through this game, while also dealing with all the COVID struggles and whatnot. So I haven't heard of like an actual second like delay, and I can't say that I understand why. Indeed, yeah, having played the game though.
Why it took 5 years or so?
I can understand why it took 5 years. Like, let's say it took 4 years. There's probably an entire year of development that was lost in there, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, I think Abduction took the same amount of time. Abduction, they had less money to make it. Like, I don't know if then there were like some
And they were going to work with a publisher as well, and then they pulled out.
Right.
The game ended up being shorter, but I still haven't finished Abduction yet, so I still need to get to that. So
I think even if they did sign with a publisher for Firmament, the game would have potentially been the same. And then, there's a lot of details and, even like personal preferences. Like, I would have been ecstatic if Robin Miller did the soundtrack. He didn't, but that's okay. Like, the soundtrack's really good. I actually really enjoy the soundtrack to Firmament. It is kind of a nice tonal shift from Robin Miller's stuff, and the sort of Mist universe, the Mist sound palette that he had established, and that the other composers picked up. But no, Firmament definitely is. It has its own sonic palette. Um,
Yeah.
what else? What else could I say?
All right, Jim.
Hey, Jim. Or see you in a bit, Jim.
Yeah.
What's up, Jim?
Bye,
And so
Jim.
you were saying that, because I don't remember the details, I just put money in and then just left it. So with Firmament, did they actually raise more money than they did with Abduction?
They have, yes, yeah.
So
I think it's
none
to
of
the
this stuff
tune
makes
of-
sense.
It doesn't. I think it's to the tune of like 200,000, 300,000 more. For Abduction they did sign with a publisher, I believe, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, and
Um,
then it fell through. That's right. Yeah.
Right. And nonetheless, despite all that, they still managed to pull it off. And like Abduction is a fantastic game. Like, sure, once again, like that also was released too quick. There were a lot of bugs on release, but when it evolved and they fixed the bugs, it's like, for me, it's a Cyan classic as much as the Mist universes. But is it because there was less Miller input on this project? Like, is it because the original, so to speak, the original Cyan crew sort of stepped aside for a moment and let this younger development team take the reins? Is it because of that they didn't have the this core Miller vision that Cyan always had? I don't know. It's a very tough question.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of speculation there on exactly who did what, but
and like I'd love to believe that these younger developers they work there because they originally were passionate and maybe inspired by Myst and whatnot, and that's why they want to work there, and there is this motivation to then hold the torch and actually live up to the expectations of the original Cyan, right? And I can't see that, like, at least not yet. It is it's very sad, it's very disappointing.
so it's just so what?
Well, Shady's reaction is going to be interesting.
Well, I'm trying to look past all the bugs because I feel like that is temporary.
Yeah.
I think Abduction first had some bugs too, and or at the very least, it was really hard to run. So the main thing I remember you guys saying was that it was very linear, which a lot of games are linear. That's not, to me, that's not a deal breaker. I do like a more open world feel. That's not. That doesn't make it irredeemable.
For Cyan. It's
sure.
It's not like yeah.
Well, but even then, you look at I mean, Myst was. It felt like an open world, but it kind of really was just 4 separate mini adventures.
Yeah.
I'd still say that's non-linear.
I guess it's kind of the same thing here, but I don't know.
Look at Longfoot.
Shady,
IDK, what I'm doing anymore. Silly me.
I'm really sorry for this. I really don't know anymore what I'm doing anymore. So
all right, drink some water and then open another bottle.
Shady, can I ask you?
This was my last, so sorry. I don't have any more.
Oh, you're completely out. Okay, well that's a good safety, I suppose.
I'm out.
That's shit.
Only but
Sounds
one.
sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, it is.
Shady, let me ask you a few questions. All right. What?
Playing the role of grinder
okay,
here.
What?
You don't know
What
the
was-
grinders?
What was your favorite thing about Myst? I'm talking about Myst, not the Myst series, the actual game Myst, right? Like the preferably the original one. I'm assuming you've played it back in the day.
My favorite thing about the original Myst.
or something that when you played it at the time, you're almost like minds blown by like these new capabilities of video games. I mean, I might
Sure.
be a bit
Yeah.
pushing in a certain direction, but
I feel like part of that I would have to kind of spoil my upcoming video in order to really answer that properly. But
let's go spoilers.
no, I'm working hard on my video.
Yeah, no spoilers. We don't like spoilers here.
I don't want to spoil my own work. That's the main thing.
Yeah, well, if he spoils it, no one's gonna need to watch the video, and then what's the point? So-
Yeah.
Okay, well, I
But-
mean, okay, okay, well,
but
let
it
me-
is-
maybe let me.
But
Also,
I'm
there's
still
a
trying to think of
spoiler
something I
anything.
can say anyway.
Yeah. Or like maybe think of it this way: like, what's your favorite thing about the first 3 Myst games?
Well, there was a way. Mist and Ribbon both had in almost kind of opposite ways. They would draw you in to these worlds in two opposite ways, where it felt like something. It was both a place I could believe I was really going to, but it was also a place so different that I had never experienced before.
So world building.
Yeah.
For me, it was that, like, the world building, the beautiful, like, visual and audio, like the ambience, the, like, sort of the moods. You can just like stand there and take it all in.
I could live in those mist worlds forever.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, could you feel like you could live in the worlds of the recent one, the new version of Myst that came out? Do you feel you could live there forever?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Really?
Not Mist Island. The other worlds, yes. Mist Island sucked in the new
Everywhere.
version.
Okay. I mean, I guess I take a more extreme position. I'm not feeling it really in general, but
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, that's I guess you already know my thoughts on the latest Mists in part, but I guess that's why I was mostly talking about the original 3. But again, I can't say a lot about Firmament, but it's a step backwards.
No, if only they would.
They might be 2 or 3 steps backwards. It pains me to say all this, but fuck.
If only Gen would just leave a few trees on Riven, I just could live there.
Well, there's trees in the jungle.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I forgot
Yeah, there's
that.
probably a fuck ton of mosquitoes there too.
Yeah, well, you just get a net.
Seems the sun is always shining there, so.
Nah, that's a fun question. If you could live on one of the Riven Islands, which one would it be? Class, take turns
Ooh.
answering the question.
The one that has the most forest or trees in it.
That's yeah. You're going straight to Jungle Island then, my friend.
I wouldn't want to live on Riven.
You have to. You have no choice.
Well, you're gonna die.
Well,
Atris sent
yeah.
you in. He's like, bro, you gotta save my wife. My dad, he's going crazy.
Yeah.
Next,
No.
next to the
I don't want-
telescope.
You think you want Idana until you really come to terms with just how many bugs are there.
Until I come to
Haven't we
terms
already
again,
established
yeah.
that we hate bugs?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Adana is worse than Australia.
We don't
Oh,
actually
but-
get that many bugs here, not as many as Africa. I mean, you don't get malaria here
Right.
for a start.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, both my grandfathers only caught malaria because they were outside of Australia at the time.
Shady, this might sound very weird and abstract, but I want you to imagine Myst 3, but it was only made by 5 people, and every age is like 3 times as short. And when you're done with the 3 ages, that's it. The game's over.
Wait,
There's
sorry.
no-
I
there's
was
no
thinking about the puzzle.
Orion.
This was an intense moment of the puzzle. Say that again. What?
And the creators have no experience from creating the Journeyman series.
Yeah.
They're just
But
people
yeah,
who are like, oh, I took a game design class.
Yeah, exactly, right? It's like, imagine the developers of Myst 3 didn't even play Myst 1 or 2. They had no idea what it is, and they're like, okay, let's make a game in this series. But it's every one of the lesson ages is 3 times as short, and when you're done with the 3rd one, the game is over. There's no Narayan. There's no Fallout with Savidro.
So it's not just linear. That's right. You did say this. It's short.
There's no
No
journal
annoying-
pages. No journal pages. You know those journal pages that are scattered all around the game? Yeah, those. It's as if those weren't there.
No annoying
So
interruptions.
essentially
yeah.
one puzzle in each age, because each age was about 3 or 4 puzzles, so just
Yeah,
one
exactly.
puzzle.
Yeah, it's like level 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's just level 1 for each age. Oh, but all the if there's like machines and stuff, they all move at the speeds of machines in The Witness. You know how like everything in The Witness is super slow and dramatic, like they want to sort of like have you waiting for these things, or
I'll be right back.
the Mystery Exile at home. It's like I can totally imagine a game made with claymation graphics. That's what Myst 3 at home is.
What, the Neverhood? There's been a few games made with claymation, and they all look very weird.
The Dream Machine looks amazing though, and at least that's my opinion. But Dream Machine is fucking amazing.
There was that one game, I don't know if it was claymation or it just looked like it was claymation. What was it called? Ross Scott did a video on it, and I think it was an Israeli game. What was it called? It just it was just it was insanity. Words can't describe it. It was a 2-parter. Not Revenant. Not Still Life. Armed and Delirious.
And
Ah!
also Brad's Dourif is in the game. It's just 3D characters like in Myst 5.
What, with the weird face mapping as well? That kind of idea?
Yeah, a little bit.
Or they like the character, or would he be like the characters on Titanic Adventure Out of Time, where it's just a couple of still frames and they just animate the mouth, and occasionally the eyebrows wiggle.
Yeah, no, it's not like that.
Yeah,
It's not like Spider-Man 1 graphics.
when are you gonna get Brad Dourif on to play Miss 3 with you on a stream, Shady?
Dude, that would be so cool.
I don't
I
have
fucking love Brad.
You should
Dourif.
just write to him and ask him if he'd do it. Just say, like, the fans are demanding this. It would be so awesome.
just tell him. I have clout.
Yeah, just tell him.
Listen to me.
Listen, my fans, man, they're crazy about you. Like, this is your legacy.
We can crowdfund it. Forget Cyan's next big project.
Dude.
This is what we want to crowdfund, is to see Brad Dourif stream Mystery Exile with you.
Yeah, that would
be
be
want to see.
way more satisfying. For me.
I'm up for $150.
Yeah, I'll back it. I gotta wait for my paycheck to come in, but I'll do it.
We are actually serious, Shady. We're not just taking the piss.
Brad Dourif.
Just write to him, his agent, ask how much it would cost, and then we'll get the money together to make it happen.
Steve Buscemi as Doom Guy.
Sorry.
I mean, I think you guys, I appreciate you guys' support, but I think you overestimate my clout here.
No. You just write to him, say, this is what I'd like to do. I know you occasionally do speaking arrangements. Just, it will be like this. What is the fee that you would consider to do this?
Once I sent an email to John Keston, not expecting an answer at all. And I was mostly just like, oh yeah, your performances again in Riven is so cool, like you're awesome. And he just replied like thanks, like it is like 5 words or something. But I felt so happy that that I went out and I feel like it's worth a shot. Like, Shady, we don't overestimate your clout. You underestimate your own clout.
Yeah, you just have to get the address of his agent. One of us can probably find it. I've tried looking. It was like behind paywalls or something, but maybe someone else will have better luck or has an idea. We just need to write to his agent and just say, look, here's our idea.
Look, let's get down to
what kind of fee? What kind what would Brad need in order to consider this? And we'll help you make the arrangements, financial or otherwise, to get this done, because we want to see this.
Can one of you act as my agent? I don't know if I would handle this properly.
I feel like Moss he's very.
I can do it.
For,
if you give me permission, I'll do it for you. But yeah, I'll need help from the community tracking down his agent. So if any of you can find his agent's details, I will write to his agent on behalf of Shady if Shady doesn't want to do it himself.
Oh, wait a minute. Oops.
I will be right.
I know sometimes I'm insincere, Shady, but this isn't one of those times. I am actually serious.
Oh yeah.
No,
yeah,
I
100%
know. I mean, you've told me about your celebrity connections. It's I know you don't mess around with that stuff.
Yeah.
I, I mean, sure, swing for the fences.
All right. Just if you find Brad Dourif's agent's details, either put them in the supporters thread or private message to them to me on Discord. Don't put it in any of the public sections because I want to make sure that I want to get people subscribed to Shady Paradox at the same time, even before it happens. So.
Did you guys hear the song for the new Little Mermaid? No? Does
No,
anyone
no,
care?
no.
I saw an ad
No.
on my Apple TV for the Little Mermaid, and I was surprised just how white they tried to make the Little Mermaid look in the banner. Thinking, why did they just not color grade it properly or something? But I was just thinking, oh god.
Honestly, I'm living under a rock, so most of the time I don't even know what people are talking about.
I'm back.
That's the first time when I heard about it.
Well, I can tell you all something. I'm definitely not going to see the new Indiana Jones film. It just looks like it will be. Well, my reaction would probably be something similar to what Agotu's reaction was to Firmament. It sounds like it sounds like Indiana Jones 5 is going to be an absolute disaster. I don't care about The Little Mermaid or Star Wars, but I really love Indiana Jones. So, yeah. I mean, the best Indiana Jones is still Fate of Atlantis, as well. Shady's played it, so he can know whether that's right or wrong. Is this a 3D one, or is this just does it just have some occasional stuff on the wall?
Ah! How do I get the blue?
Yeah, Super Gamer's not a Jedi. That's a big big reveal.
Actually, when does Fate of Atlantis occur relative to the movies?
It happens about a year after The Last Crusade.
Oh, that's actually in the lore?
Yeah,
Yes.
well, all right. Oh, I can't watch your video. Hang on. All right, hang on. I've got to open it in a separate window. Well, Last Crusade set in 1938, and Fate of Atlantis is set in 39. Hang on. You have to go to YouTube for it. What?
Oh.
It's called a VPN, Lauren. What's going on?
Yep, that's 20 seconds of my life. I'm never gonna get back to you.
Shady, you're not sponsored, that's why. And I think Lauren only watches your content. So that's maybe why she's not aware of
VPN.
Yeah, Lauren, you may have to go onto YouTube to watch it. I couldn't watch it via Discord. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's like
Oh.
the small media player that does
Wait, that's never used, so I can just put them both this way?
I'm still waiting for Disney to do a live-action replay of Song of the South.
I'm really looking forward to you guys playing Firmament.
That'll work. All right.
It
It was
funny.
ugly, but I solved the
Talking-
puzzle.
All right.
Normally, that's
Talking of
much
Song of the
prettier than that,
South,
but
I did see a couple of years ago Disney put out a Blu-ray collection which had all their films, and I was thinking Song of the South's not going to be in here. So I scrolled down to the reviews, and it was everyone saying, it's like, this isn't complete. They've left out Song of the South. Because, yeah, apparently Song of the South is racist or something. I don't know.
so they made this game
Well, I mean-
non-linear, and I get lost all the damn time. Just wherever I look, there's just more puzzles I haven't solved. Where am I?
That's not gonna happen to you.
Yeah, ReThink has always been very linear, then they suddenly made it non-linear. They're
Yeah,
actually
like,
growing up,
"Let's
and
rethink
somehow
our
Cyan
linearity."
is like growing down. Huh?
JD, are you drunk enough to play a children's game yet?
No.
Then keep drinking.
I'm drinking just whiskey and Coke, which, you know, I can set the mix myself. But, I mean, if I really want to get drunk, I can get some, you know, I can get the...
just straight up whiskey.
Wait, we've only been streaming for an hour? Feels like 5 hours already.
Wait, what?
Are you
I've been
bored?
here for 2 hours. What do you mean? Shady, when you drink whiskey dry, like by itself,
Yeah.
are you a on the rocks kind of guy or
No.
not?
It's just straight neat.
I don't even know what that means.
Yo, what? It just means with ice, buddy. What do you mean?
Oh, not with ice. Ice is a terrible thing to put in a drink.
Oh, no, wait.
Because it melts and then it makes it all watery.
Yeah. It's
Well, it
the...
depends
I
what your
like...
ice cubes are made of.
Yeah. I don't have those...
You know, those
Those
fancy whiskey.
clever-
cubes.
yeah, those- yeah. Those exist, right? That's the thing, right?
It's like those popsicle shaped ice cube ice cube makers.
You can get special ice cubes in these little plastic containers or something that don't melt, but I still find them annoying.
Or you could get those weird ass things that aren't ice cubes, they're actually just like plastic, but you still put them in your freezer and they make your drink cooler. That's...
Yeah, I think that was the one, yeah.
This world is so open. I am absolutely lost within it. Is that funny? I'm trying to get my bearings.
I don't even
No, it's-
I don't even
no,
know what's
it's-
going on. No.
It's funny to me because I'm just comparing a lot of things to Firmament.
Oh, because you're like in Firmament, it's just like a room escape game where everything's just really simple and you're like, well, of course I know where I am. I'm in the one room I'm trapped in.
So,
Okay.
Does this game exist in VR?
No.
Because it looks like
Oh,
be a
boy.
fun
Oh,
place to
boy.
walk around in VR.
That's interesting you say that. I think I saw the creator say something about it's like, yo, you can convert a game to VR, but it's not like there's a reason games are, you don't just like you could take any 3D space and just immediately convert it to a VR space, but apparently
yeah,
it's-
there's a lot of adaptation to do.
there actually is, like, you could, but it's just for some reason that I don't understand, I haven't looked into, it won't feel right if you just do the straight 3D world conversion with, you know, just 2 cameras for your eyes.
Mhm.
There's actually more that you do
Mhm.
properly. And that's actually another thing I've
There's,
noticed when we're talking about Firmament here and Cyan in general.
Yeah, well, yeah. that's- yeah,
They
that's-
really, I mean, Mist VR really kind of exposed it. But Cyan is really, really big
in
on
what-
VR. Like,
Mhm. Yeah.
I mean, in my whole Steam library, I have like 5 VR games, and
They're all cyan.
Well, 2 of them are, I think. I mean, because I don't have Firmament. Well, I guess it'll be like 3 of 6 once I get Firmament. And like they're really into, like, they're not, they don't have the attitude that, say, someone like Moss would prefer, which is, you know, your priority is your prior history and your fans and honoring that in the best way possible as your first priority, and then everything else is secondary. No, their number one priority is VR. And I can tell that even, I don't know anything about the mechanic. Obviously, Yogotu's going to know way more. You've played the game. But there's that device or something that you kind of grab, you manipulate, and it kind of, you put it in things and it helps you. So
it is the adjunct. The adjunct is the name of it.
Okay. Device. Well, I can already tell that thing was designed for VR because I know that they love being able to grab and manipulate objects directly. Right? Like in that stream between Rand Miller and Eric Anderson talking about Mist VR, you know, Rand says, you know, it's just great to be able to physically grab the marker switch with your hand and throw the switch up and down. You know, as opposed to just on desktop where you could just click it or whatever. And they talk about this. They really like that the full experience in VR, that it's all around you and so on. But they also, the 2 things they like about VR, one is the full 360 sphere around your head, you know, that you look in all the directions, but then 2, they also like the interactions, how you manipulate the objects. And so I can tell that Firmament, a big thing that they really wanted to play up in that game, with me not having even played it at all, they really liked whatever sort of hand gestures you have to make around this adjunct to get to do what you want. So if you're just clicking to do all that, it's probably way less fun, I assume.
Well, I will admit, it is a very fun mechanic, even to use with keyboard and mouse.
I was about to say I actually didn't know which way you played it, but
it's keyboard and mouse. I don't have VR, but no, but that's one thing I was kind of surprised with as well. So I was like, yeah, like, you know, obviously they're focusing VR for this experience. You know, is playing with keyboard and mouse still going to be a satisfying experience as well? Apparently, like, the VR version of the game, it was even worse in terms of bugs. Like, apparently there were like flickering lights, things not rendering in the right spot, or like, you know, way too zoomed in, like something that's like obscuring your view when it's not supposed to.
What the hell are they doing over there if even their VR doesn't work?
I mean, the thing is though, if VR is, if you have bugs in VR relating to the visuals, you probably could find that people are throwing up. So VR is something you really do not want to have bugs in, especially things like flashing lights.
I'm gonna have a seizure on stream when I play in VR.
You know, we laugh, but that is a serious problem. If like you have the wrong sort of bug, you make someone ill.
It is. I remember that was even a whole thing in the start of VR. Like, people were rendering noses in game because it made players less nauseous. And like there was a study that backs that and everything. And
nice.
Yeah, like it was really interesting. But yeah, like thinking of, because yeah, I remember everyone playing VR in the beginning. They kept saying they were getting nauseous after like 15-20 minutes of gameplay or something. But yeah, like the technology evolves, but you know, obviously if your game is released with bugs, it's not going to be an enjoyable experience. It is enjoyable to an extent with keyboard and mouse. Like, that's what I say, for what the game is, it's very enjoyable. I do like Firmament. But it's everything that surrounds it, for me, at least.
Wait, surrounds it?
Yeah, like in terms of you know, because like, you know, when I'm playing Firmament, I'm not just thinking about Firmament. You know, there's all the baggage that Cyan has.
Sure, like if it wasn't Cyan, you would have loved it.
I would have liked it.
You would have liked it. You'd be like, This is promising for a new startup that was made last year.
Yes, fucking exactly.
Oh, okay.
I haven't even. That's crazy. I haven't even put those words to it. But yeah, you are 100% correct. And yeah,
You're like, no, you're
that
supposed
is
to be
my
professionals. Okay.
yeah, yeah. I feel like I've already I've already said a lot about the game that it might affect someone's opinion who hasn't played it yet. But
Well, we asked for it. Literally. I mean, I asked.
Yeah.
can I talk about live action? Because when I asked you that question earlier, Shady, about what was your favorite thing about Myst, Myst Riven, Myst 3,
Uh-huh.
for me it's FMV. You've got real people in the game, and that is probably it's a detail, but that makes the experience way more immersive than having a 3D character avatar standing in front of you, right? And that's why when I originally played Myst 5,
That's interesting you say
I
that.
hate it.
Okay.
I hate it. Because even though Myst 4, the acting wasn't as good, it was still live acting, and there's still this sort of, not authentic, this sort of it's very realistic, right? Even though the worlds are super whimsical and out there, and there's a lot of abstract things about them.
That is interesting.
And
You're
the
saying
game-
all these things that are... Okay. I was going to cover this exact... I was going to cover this exact... Or I am going to cover this exact sort of idea in my... I'm pretty sure you're saying this in... We haven't talked about this. Yeah. I was going to cover kind of a similar thing in my videos. So yeah, that's...
I'll look it up, Outrun.
Yeah.
So that to me is Cyan at its core. It's part, like a huge part of Cyan's core is that. And I feel like that's why also Abduction works so well. Even though there is this weird little clipping thing with Robin Miller as CW, where like if you look into the bunker at a certain angle, you can actually see that like part of the video is cut off. But it's still fucking real people. And
Yeah, it's really hard to put real people in a 3D video game.
it
Yeah.
is. I understand that. It's very, very tough. But if anyone can pull it off, it's Cyan, right? You know what I mean?
Oops.
Again in Riven was like the first example of this living real character.
I was
in this.
I mean, I saw that they put CW in that, through behind that glass in Abduction, and also how they put Atris in Real Myst Masterpiece. I mean, they do about as well as you can expect in a couple of contexts when they actually try to put a real person in a 3D environment.
Exactly. And I think it's also very similar to in Legacy of Time. Even though you don't have the fluid 3D movement around the space, there's still this thing where like you can see they shot a different video for, like, I'm thinking of the monk in the huge temple in Shangri-La, because I think there's like 4 or 5 different screens you can see him on from like super far away.
The gardener or the llama?
The llama, the guy who's in the little alcove in the huge temple with all the scrolls around. I think there's like 4 or 5 screens you can see him on.
You can tell the gardener on quite a few as well.
I think maybe like 3. And there is also
from Ace Ventura,
there is also the walking animation, like as you're walking towards them, it does get closer, and it cuts to the other video. That to me is when I played those games, because like I played Riven first when I was like super young. I was maybe like 4 years old. Like the only other game I played before that was like a Bugdum, Automatic, and fucking there was like a dinosaur game with like 3D dinosaurs. I was like, yo, this is so cool! Like you can be these wacky characters. But when I played Riven,
Bugdum.
Hell yeah, dude! Bugdum was Bugdum 2 when you're fucking surfing on the leaf in the sewers. Anyway, my mind was blown when I saw these real people in the game. Right, I was like, yo, it's like I'm watching a film, but also like I'm controlling the character, and it's kind of me in this space, right? And so, like, if anything, imagine a VR experience with a real an FMV person walking around you, and like, you know, there's like, I don't know. I'm not talking about like logistically what that entails. There's probably a fuck ton of work you have to do to, you know, get all the different angles and code it so that they're like pasted together in this space, and, you know, maybe even rendering the video differently if you're further away and stuff. Um, but if anyone can do it, it's Cyan. They've proved it numerous times, and even though it's a smaller team, I don't think that's an excuse for not doing it in Firmament.
The more you hear about this game,
I'm sorry, guys. I can't help. I can't hold back. I couldn't hold back.
I just had to tell someone.
Diane, what are you doing to me? You couldn't have gotten the Masters back. It's like the Beatles saying, "Oh, we're gonna get 4 new people in to make." Well, the Beatles were never that great anyway. What's another good band? The Rolling Stones, like Rolling Stones saying, "Oh, we'll get in a whole heap of new people. We'll pass the torch on to them," and then they're like Nickelback or something.
Oh boy, that's a very poignant metaphor, Moss.
Oh well, thank you.
It's poignant because of how accurate it is.
Okay, well, I'll think of that when I'm playing the game.
I don't know anything about this younger team. I would like to have the best expectations, and I try to keep, like, I'm generally a very optimistic person. I don't believe this is the end for Cyan. I just believe, like I said, it's a step back, maybe 2, but they'll be back. You know, I don't think they're gonna do like a content patch for Firmament where they're gonna add FMVs later, or, you know, maybe expand on the worlds and stuff.
Yeah, that's
But I
changing what.
hope whatever.
Yeah, patches are always about just fixing bugs. They're not about like changing what the game is.
They still
I feel like
the content patch for
lot of-
Miss VR.
I feel like Abduction could have had a sequel, but I don't know.
Abduction could have a sequel, definitely, and I think they should look into that. It's a good point. But, like, you know, there's, yeah, like content patches. There's a lot of indie games. Like, I recently replayed The Case of the Golden Idol, because they had a DLC, which was like, you know, it's smaller than the main game, but it was still a very good experience, very enjoyable. Like, that's what you want to see out of the content patches. It's, you know, maybe small snippets that expand on the general world. It's cool, you know, that, you know, yeah, that's what updates should be for. It shouldn't be an excuse to speed up the release of your game and then have the players instead be your quality assurance team, and then fixing the bugs.
Yeah, that is cheaping out a bit.
I've always had kind of a gripe with that.
Yeah. But the thing is, though, is that I think there's a lot riding on Cyan's next project, because it's either going to be very well received or very poorly received. There's not really going to be any middle ground, just because it's so highly anticipated, and it could go very, very wrong, especially after Cyan's last couple of projects.
Don't worry, Slim Jim, you're killing it out here in the chat. Don't worry, I see you, buddy. You're killing it. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. Sorry, Monster.
But yes, I do think there's a lot riding on Riven VR, just because it's so anticipated. And yeah, I think if Riven VR does turn out to be a massive failure,
That's got to be it.
or
That's
isn't
a
that well
switch.
received following Firmament, that's probably going to cause problems for Cyan as a company. However, if Riven VR is very well received, then people are probably going to forget about Firmament. firmament's issues.
Yeah,
or sort of
sadly,
overlook them.
that ultimately that could be the fate of Firmament. It's that it is sort of a sort of lesser remembered kind of sad chapter in science story.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I mean, everybody. I think everyone's.
It's
Let-
horrible
let's-
to say.
Well,
It's
hold
horrible
on
to
a
say,
second.
'cause I
So,
fucking love Firmament.
no.
I love science.
I think everyone's
Let's hear it.
allowed a misstep. Everyone's allowed a dud. It's sometimes hard to
Yeah.
keep perspective on it because science is not the norm because it is both. It has been around a really long time, but it's also still a small company where this is kind of unusual. So it's not like one of those big studios where you can have a whole bunch of releases. So where even if one falls flat, they have all these other things kind of in the immediate term, right? When you got a small studio, if they mess up one, you have to wait a really long time. But that's just kind of the nature of the beast.
Yeah.
That's so.
That is also kind of the sad thing about it, because now I'm like, I'm fucking 27. I'm old. Like, when am I gonna play the next?
You're better off than me. I'm 29.
I am but old, but it's relatively I am the oldest I have ever been, and I do feel the oldest I've ever
Yes,
been.
but that's the case with all of us.
Literally everybody.
Yeah, exactly. So you should all understand, sort of my point.
Feels like
Yeah, it's like-
forever.
Or it's guys like Boards of Canada, where
I was
it's like
going to make a joke, but then I thought, no, don't make that joke.
oh, you better make that joke. Maybe you're just not drunk enough for it yet.
Should
But,
I make it? Should I make it, Shady?
Only if you get drunk enough.
If it's TOS appropriate, we don't want to get shady banned.
Oh yeah, shit, I forgot about that. If I say dumb shit, then please.
No, you're good. You're good.
What's gonna happen is
we'll
it's gonna ruin your chances with Brad. What's his name?
With Brad Dourif.
They're gonna look at it. Who is this guy? What's his streams like? Do I want to associate myself with this? And he looks up and just happens to click on this timestamp. You tell your joke. There he is. Well, we've decided to move on, part ways.
Oh, that's Shady's agent who said that. This really isn't a good look.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should tell this joke because
Yeah,
it just kind of popped into my head. It made me laugh, and I was thinking, okay.
Yeah, I think the first step is discerning if it's a joke or an intrusive.
If Moss is hesitant, oof.
No. It's just that
It's very wrong.
I'd hate to come across as impolite because it was just a joke that popped in.
It's your call. I mean, I'm not giving you the green light. I'm giving you the I mean, because I can't.
Alright.
I don't know what it is, so I can't say. Like, I will say I'm slightly worried because of what you're saying, but since I have no idea what it is.
You know what the worst part of this is? Is that if it turns out to not be funny, that would be the worst thing.
You
thought of
thinking
someone-
you're funny and not being funny is pretty funny.
Yeah.
I don't want to be impolite here, and then follows with like the most verbal hate crime you've ever heard.
Should I tell the joke and get it over with, and if it's not funny, we just move on?
You really want
could be a
to.
very-
I know
very
that
tough ask.
much.
But anyway, Cyan. No, I feel like we were at a really interesting point in the conversation, so
Yeah.
I don't really want to lose the train of thought here.
All right, go on. Maybe we'll come back to it.
Okay, go on. What could I add? The bugs are minor issues. The
I
bugs can be
really-
fixed.
I really like Longfoot coming out of his shell. He usually doesn't say very much. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, it's. I don't know what it is. It's just.
That is the sentiment we should all resonate with. I love you all. I feel like
I
I could
just
definitely
drink,
say this
and
about
and
Hangout.
then everything just comes out. I don't know.
Yeah, you're.
I'm not. I'm
What do you
trying
say?
to remain like a gentleman and everything. Trying to prevent myself from saying dumb shit. And
Man, I get really wasted as the host, and that's my plan. I'm gonna break out some
Yeah,
harder
we
alcohol
all
here
say
in a
dumb
minute.
shit.
When
So-
Shady starts going crazy, you can drop your joke, Moss. Just write it for later so you don't forget.
All right. I'll write it
But we
down.
will all know that you're stone cold
Shady is
sober when
cool.
you tell it. That's what's gonna be weird.
He doesn't have to say it was the joke though. He could just drop it at any point.
That is true.
We
He
don't
could do that, and
necessarily have to
I will
know.
have no idea what hit my channel.
Yeah,
Be like,
Shady's-
why
Shady's
are
our
my
lead
accounts
here.
locked?
Shady waking up hungover with like 10 mails from Twitch and YouTube.
I'm gonna have one hell of a one hangover tomorrow morning. I can tell you that.
Drink water.
I'm looking at this and I
Drink
think
water.
I've written it down.
Water. Drink like a whole. Well, I don't know. You measure things in milliliters. I don't know what they are. Drink a liter of water, like right now.
Yeah, drink a liter of water. Yeah.
A liter would be good.
5.
I will.
Like right now. Like don't wait.
Okay. I'll be right back then.
Yeah.
I need to go to the
That
bathroom
really
real quick.
helps. Yeah.
Do you guys have any questions for me, as you know, someone who has experience from it?
I mean, I have asked a couple. Which one am I working on?
Okay, I've written the joke down for later. It could go either way. Either it's going to be funny or everyone's going to think this is so stupid.
So,
No,
you
no
think you're
swimming
just
pool.
gonna sound stupid? Oh well, of course we want to hear that.
Well,
I like Jim. Just tell the joke.
Alright.
Jeez.
you'll end up on the
So
PRB.
it's a contextless joke. It's not like something that had to follow up with what one of us just said or anything.
No, it did. It did follow up something a go-to said. That was the
So
thing.
it's already.
That's cool.
So the
You
moment
can
has
build-
already
you can build it.
passed.
You can build it into the joke, I believe. Jokes
All
can
right.
be
Should I
very
build?
different.
Should I proceed it with what a go-to said that made me think of this?
Lauren, none of us have
yeah.
any clue. We have no idea what the hell is going on in this man's brain right now. He seems more lost than any of us, and he's the one that's not drinking. The moment has passed. Yeah.
All right. Should I just tell the joke and we'll move on?
Just tell it, okay? Just tell it. I've had enough of this. We gotta.
Yeah,
move
this is
on.
ridiculous.
All right.
I'll kick you out if it
All right.
sucks.
Shit, or get off the pod. So, what was it that I said?
All right. So a goatee said, "Oh, I'm 28. I'm getting old, older." So
Please, I'm
gonna-
27.
Yeah.
27. Okay, thereabouts. So I was gonna say, don't worry about growing older, but then I remembered, a goatee's a woman.
Yeah. It is very scary.
All right. We've done that weird comment that popped into my head. Now let's move on.
I
Sorry, Lauren.
I think it feels just like an obvious joke, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I was reluctant to tell it.
Yeah, it's too obvious.
All right. I'm back. I drank some water, as you told me.
Excellent. And you missed a terrible moment on the stream, so perfect
Okay,
timing.
alright.
You're preparing yourself for firmament Slim Jim. Just
Nobody liked it.
Just hold on to that feeling.
So here's the thing. I've told this before.
Yeah, even I
so-
didn't like it because it brought me face to face with the harsh reality of my nature.
So-
I think about the human condition a lot. That
No.
kind of shit really fucks me up.
So I've told about my own human condition, which is that when somebody tells a lame joke, I always end up being the only one laughing, but I'm not laughing at the joke. I'm laughing at the fact that everybody else has created this awkward moment by not liking it. I think that a joke falling flat is hilarious. So it looks like I'm the only one that likes the joke when that's not the case. I just love the moment.
Well, I'm not getting paid, folks, so deal with it.
So if you had just blurted it out immediately, then maybe it would have worked. But you made such a big deal of it that... Yeah. You have no knowledge in delivery. That's your problem, Moss.
Oh, well.
Your comedic timing was so horrible. It's horrible.
So
Yeah, well,
this
it's gonna be very
way...
hard to top that comment I made to Christopher about his mother. Everybody loved that. Even though I was thinking
wait a
afterwards,
minute.
All right, I'm not making any more jokes.
Stupid puzzle. All right, I got to go to the bathroom. I do want to try to solve this puzzle. Then I'm thinking if I can solve this puzzle, then I'll play something else. What do you want me to see me play next? I could.
Oh, play some old Sierra games like that, like Goblin Quest or some shit.
No.
Fair quest.
A vibe, or not Goblin, like a vibe like that, you know.
That game was hard. I don't want to play hard games. Like this is my hard game at the start of the stream, and then we're gonna.
Space Quest.
What's the hard game?
This is the hard game.
No. What was the other hard game that you didn't want to play?
Goblin's Quest.
What about Stair Quest?
I don't have it.
Stair Quest? What's Stair Quest?
Yeah, I know. It's a download.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Can't wait to make a demo of my game so Shady could play it.
When did this conversation happen?
I think last sub stream I was like, "Yo, I'm working on a game." It's evolved a lot since then. It's actually I'm really excited.
What actually happened last substream?
I don't know. I wasn't here a lot. I came in, maybe hung out for like an hour and a half, but then I was pretty tired, so then I just hopped off. So that's my side of the thing there. It's the next BRB quote. I've only just seen that.
Oh, someone's playing Stardew Valley. Let's all go. Let's all go watch that.
What? Like a multiplayer Stardew Valley? What?
No, someone else is streaming Stardew Valley.
Oh dear.
Oh, fuck him! You gonna dip on Shady like that? What are you, a fucking disloyalist? My dude.
Oh, no one could ever accuse me of being disloyal.
You're in Australia. You're not here often. You gotta hang out on Shady stream, even if it's
I
the
was
BRB
here last stream, and they deleted it. So,
wait, they deleted it? What?
well,
Why was it
Shady
deleted?
deleted it because there was some issue with it. I don't know. He was streaming Grand Theft Auto 5, and then, yeah.
Oh, music. Yeah, music probably.
Yeah, I told him turn the music off.
Yeah.
But would he listen? No.
What do you know? Or was the police at? No.
Yeah, I think it was for me the police ads. I think rather than the army one.
What was
No, it was
boobs?
the boobs. Oh, okay.
What are you
Wow.
talking about, Lauren?
It makes sense.
No,
Titties out
it
on
was the
bridge.
boobs.
That's a band.
Me neither. No, me neither. I
Shady got a lap dance in the strip club.
Why did he?
Now that is funny.
Why did he go to the strip club on stream? What the fuck? Why would you do that?
Oh, good.
Oh,
No,
okay.
No.
Oh,
Not drunk enough for that.
okay.
No.
Now, all right, yeah. See, this is why Shady should stream on Rumble, so we can see him get the lap dance with the boobs.
I mean, who doesn't want to see boobs on Shady's stream?
I would actually. I'm not in favor of the whole strip club thing, but it would be funny if Shady got an actual lap dance from someone on stream. Go
like that-
you offer it.
Sorry.
Like that time he remember during The Witness when he was doing the 2-hour environmental puzzle, he went out for a Whataburger. He said the next time he does it, he should go out for a lap dance, speed run a lap dance, then get back in time to finish it.
No. I'm not too pissed for that one.
Okay.
So Shady, when are you getting another lap dance?
No offense, though. But
Shady, next time you do the 2-hour environmental puzzle in The Witness, you got to speed run a lap dance in between. Like last time you went out to Whataburger, this time you gotta try that to the strip club.
just ignore all of that.
What? No, don't ignore us.
Who's ignoring who?
Just everyone.
No, because
Forget-
apparently you had to have a stream taken down because you got given a topless lap dance or something.
Oh,
In
I took it
GTA.
down out of precaution.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we're saying is you should stream on Rumble, and then you can be given an actual lap dance during the stream.
No.
Yes.
No.
Oui.
I mean, it doesn't have to happen on the same time as the Brad DeRiff stream. I mean, maybe. I mean,
You could get a lap dance from Brad.
Just completely ambush him with that. I had no idea this is what I was getting into.
It's like,
oh,
you roll out like a banister in the back. It's like,
God.
someone
Talk
in the
about
chat-
squandering an opportunity for lols. Wow.
Someone in the chat, try and find Brad DeRiff's agent's contact, and then I'll do the rest with Shady. I'll get Shady to approve everything before I send anything off, but we'll have that.
the message from Outrun in the chat.
I looked for it and I couldn't find it, and also I'm on the stream right now talking.
It's so funny that you're
So,
like,
I kind of-
the idea that you would do the contact, you're like, oh, can I get someone else to give me the information? By default, everyone just expects me to do absolutely everything. And that's why nothing ever happens, because, like,
Oh no!
everything's
That's the thing.
hard.
No. Here's the thing. I tried looking for it. It was behind a paywall. Maybe someone knows where it is. I can look it up now. It's just that I'm talking. All right. Let's see. Brad DeRiff, agent.
Agents.
Click here to view contact info. I am a bum.
What? Oh, hey, Selfie.
All right, get your free trial. up. All right, the handbook. Does that look any good? Should I sign up for the handbook? Because apparently they're going to give me his agent's details. All right,
Yeah,
let me
definitely.
check.
Definitely.
All right.
I need to finish up the first episode of that Mist series I want to make. That's what I need to do. I need to get that out relatively soon. So this needs for X you have
Oh, the Mist series? Hold on, let me. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that real quick.
if blue comes in this way, it'll to hit this, it's gonna ruin this. So that's not gonna work.
I think next time I'll have a lot to explain for though. It's
You haven't said anything that I thought was stupid.
no,
No,
not
no,
yet?
no.
Okay, no.
I've
that's
said
good.
all the
That's
stupid
good.
stuff this stream.
Yeah,
I'm
he
really
doesn't
trying
even
hard
drink.
to control myself, but if anything stupid flops out, then I'm sorry.
No. The problem is apologizing for it. You gotta let your stupid shit hang out with pride.
Yeah.
I wish I had that courage though, but unfortunately I don't. But,
See, you also have these inverters. What if I put an inverter here? What does that look like? Ah. You don't need green to cut across there. What?
Right, I will be right back.
Okay.
oh dear. Okay.
Premium wine. Get on voice chat, Lauren. Yeah, that's the cat is Ogotu's cat. Yeah.
No, I have no Canadian relatives. So.
Oh, that's what this is. Sort of. I think it's a. I mean, it's a mock-up American version of it, but no. Joey wanted outside. He's outside right now. So I hope I don't forget about him.
I have Indonesian roots, however, but
Yeah, Gotu has a loud cat. This is going to be hit with blue. What angle does it come in from? If it comes in this angle, it's going to hit that. Can't come in this angle or this angle or that angle.
yeah, what
It would have to come in. It can't come in over here. How do you hit this with blue? Like, this is the only sort of angle? blue comes in like this.
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
What's up there? What's
I
going
was
on?
trying to find Brad Dourif's agent details, and I found this. I found this website. It's called Who Represents, but unfortunately the URL reads a bit oddly because it's all one word.
How are you sharing that?
What was the question, Shady?
How are you how? I mean, okay, but I don't know what you're referring to.
Yeah. So the URL name.
Where are you sharing that?
Ooh. No, he's
I'm
not
not sharing it
It's
anywhere. I'm just saying.
think
here.
about it. It's who represents.
No, I'm saying, how did you know that? Like, I just hear you talking about it, but I don't see it shared. I don't. How did you?
Well,
Until...
no, I'm just looking in another window.
Okay, before Lauren's comment, I had no idea how anybody besides yourself knew what it was.
Well, apparently your go-to did because he was laughing.
What? Where? Where are you
did
looking?
Because you explains the joke after.
Where?
You just
In
said
voice
it out loud.
chat.
Oh, you just said it out loud? Okay, I guess I just missed it because I was
Yeah, he was like, yo, I'm on whorepresents.com, dude.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah,
But he
I
was
just
like-
I was
he
focusing on the
looking at
puzzle, I guess.
URL and
Okay.
It reads, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, he actually put it in chat. Wow.
Yeah, I've done it now so you can see it.
Yeah, that makes
It
me
reads very
afraid to
oddly.
click it, but I guess it's fine. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. The worst URL is, I think they mentioned it on QI once. There was apparently a website called penisland.com.
Pinisland.com.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, not clicking that link either.
Yeah, that's so bad. Like, how doesn't that? How do you?
Like, how do you have a whole team of people? I don't know.
Oh my goodness, maybe I should.
I'll keep looking for Brad Dourif's contact details later. Actually, I've got a friend who's an actor. I might just ask him if he knows about an agent directory that can actually be looked up, because I don't want to give any of these websites money for stuff which supposedly is in the public domain.
See, you already won in. Yeah.
Yes, Brad Dourif has a Twitter and an Instagram apparently. Why do you think we should tweet him? I don't think that would go down well as contacting his agent.
Why?
It'll be better writing to his agent because I don't think he's interested in business stuff on Twitter.
What happened?
Twitter in the first place, but okay.
What happened?
We're talking because Brad Dourif has a Twitter page. I'm not sure that's the best place to contact him regarding business stuff. I mean, that's his Twitter.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. You guys set it up so that when you slide the thing, it toggles everything.
Chucky this, Chucky that. Yeah.
I'm looking through his tweets. It's all stuff about his work, so that's good.
What are the diamonds I'm missing? So 7 of 10. Here are 2 over here. And this one. Okay. Oh, look at that. It just crosses it up. You can't have red go that way.
Let's see. Bros. There we go.
I need...
Francesco. There we go.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
What is happening?
Are you coming online, Slim Jim? Sorry, I talked over you there, Shady.
No, I'm just talking about the game.
He was like, what's happening?
Infinite loop. If you see this message, you probably by accident created an infinite loop.
Whoa.
Okay, that was interesting. But that's, yeah, definitely by accident.
You broke the game, you broke the bloody game! It's not the same here without Florida, man.
If we stay here long enough, you might show up.
I'm kind of curious what his thoughts on the Florida governor is at the moment.
He's probably really pissed off because he's in IT.
Yeah.
He's in IT, and they had extreme technical difficulties with a major presidential announcement on Twitter Spaces. He's like,
Did
this
you
could be
see,
done
Trump's
so much better.
Trump's brief of that?
No.
Trump's what?
So, Trump did a
Oh,
spoof
God.
of it
Oh,
where,
shit. I closed down Twitch, bro. I accidentally shit.
Alright, enough of that lot. So,
What
he
happened?
did the spoof where it was, of the Twitter Space announcement. I think this is before DeSantis actually did the announcement, but, Trump put together, or someone on his team put together this
Both?
fake Twitter
No!
Space video, where it was like, okay, you had, who was there? So, you had Elon Musk as presenter, Ron DeSantis there as guest. The next thing we had George Soros and Dick Cheney and Adolf Hitler, and it was them having this conversation. Like George Soros says something, then someone says like, "Oh, I don't think George knows how to use Twitter." Or something. It was a weird video. I have to try and dig it out, but it was and then as George Soros is there struggling with the technical stuff, Ron DeSantis says like, "Oh, can I make my announcement now?" Yeah. But go watch the video; it's pretty funny. I can't remember all the details. I just remembered that it was funny.
That's
But
typically
maybe
how
not
it
as funny
works.
as the
Yeah.
actual announcement.
Just made Elon Musk look bad as his platform. Although he inherited the infrastructure, so who knows?
But yeah, it was his choice of new CEO, so I don't know what's going on.
Well, it's not. I mean, it's not. I don't know if you can blame the CEO for technical difficulties.
No, but we can blame Elon for the CEO.
Okay, but what does that have to do with DeSantis' announcement? And why are we talking about this?
So
Because
what are we what are we
I
even
wanted to
talking
know
about?
I want to know what Frosting's opinion on the whole DeSantis thing would be, because he's Floridian. Because it's kind of annoying. It must be annoying for him because, you know, they had a governor who promised to see out his term. Now he's running for president. So, what does that mean if he...
I would assume he
Because
likes
if he
him as
did some-
governor, which...
No, but if he somehow managed to get elected as president, that means he wouldn't see his whole term. I think, yeah, that would be bit pissy-offy, I think.
I mean, it happens quite a bit. Like, okay, so I think... I mean, it's happened before, right? So, I don't know.
Yeah, but it's not the nicest thing to do. Like, when people vote you in for an entire term, you kind of think that he's going to be there for the whole term.
Sure.
I mean, you do have people like Fetterman who you kind of knew what you were getting from the start, but with DeSantis, it's a little bit different.
Yeah, Fetterman's pretty funny.
Is he back yet? Is he actually working again, or is he still in hospital?
He's out, I think.
So he's allegedly working now. I don't know. Yeah, he's he's not someone I personally would have voted for.
This is so messed up because I have...
And not even for political reasons, just...
Dude, what the hell am I talking about?
You haven't said anything yet, Longfoot.
Sorry?
You haven't really said anything yet, Longfoot.
No, I know. I just try to remain in to
Seems like he's trying to remain in control of his motor functions.
yeah, exactly. There we go.
Okay. Yeah. No. You should embrace what we do. We just say stupid shit and we own it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it's just that if when I'm I don't want to say like very stupid shit, you know, like.
Mhm.
Don't worry, we'll cover you by saying even more stupid shit. It's fine.
Okay. I think I've already said enough for tonight.
I didn't mean to scare you away, Longfoot. I was just saying, like, it's all right. You can relax. We're all friends here. Well, most of us. I can't vouch for everyone in the chat, but everyone in the voice chat.
Yeah, definitely everyone in the voice chat.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want a good group of friends to hang out with, just come on down to the sub chat.
Oh, no problem.
Commander Reed's
Unfortunately,
back. Of course he is. Bastard.
alcohol is unfortunately the only way how I can loosen my tongue. It's,
Is alcohol, yeah.
unfortunately, speechcraft is not my finest skill, shall we say.
Oh.
Um, but anyways, back to the puzzle.
Yeah, I'm struggling a little bit. I'm trying. I want to get it. But I know that this is one of those puzzles that's going to be really symmetric. But and so I'm trying to use every type of puzzle, like every type of puzzle piece once on each side. And so I want to use, one of these. I want to use one of these. But see, now I got a purple going this way, so now I got a blue coming through here in a way I don't want.
All right, good night, Outrun.
Good night, Outrun.
Night Outrun.
Oh, we've lost half of our Dutch viewership already, Shady. We need to pick things up.
Well.
Well, what do you want me to stream next? I just want to do this one puzzle and then...
My vote's for
Whatever
Miss
you-
5, but I think I might get
Whatever-
vetoed on that.
Whatever you feel like.
I know you guys are so easy going, but
I'm cool with this side.
that makes it so difficult.
I'm honestly too drunk to make a choice at the moment, so...
As long as you hang out with us for more.
I just want to know where Slim Jim is. He's disappeared.
He's putting his kids to bed. He's got a bunch of them.
All right. He's got 7 now.
Well, a 7th is still in the oven, but
Okay.
yeah.
Welcome.
All right, Super Gamer's here.
Hello.
Hey,
Little-
Super Gamer.
Yes, hello.
There you are. Came in a little quiet at first.
Is that better?
Yeah. No, you're good.
Fantastic.
So how many of you guys are interested in coming over to see the eclipse next April?
I definitely can't. Sorry,
Why
Shady.
Why not?
Why can't you, Marcus? No further comment. Okay.
Okay. Just being in academia or something?
So, is an eclipse
Well,
coming?
oh, sorry. Did you ask me something, Shady?
Yeah, why not?
It's because it's the middle of semester,
Yeah.
and I've got to teach. I've got to be around to teach classes, otherwise I don't get paid.
Hmm.
We don't all seem to, yeah, we can't all keep going without any noticeable job like you, Shady.
Well, I'm saying you have, I'm just
Yeah.
saying you got 10 months to prepare if there's any way to, schedule your time off or whatever. I mean, this isn't just for you, it's for people that
I
have,
know, yeah.
people I trust. This is not a free for all for the internet, but you got the guys that I trust that have been subbed for, the past couple years. Yeah.
Oh, sunrise.
I would
So not Dylan Dal then?
love to, but
No.
no, I can't. No.
Wouldn't it be
I
funny
don't,
if Dylan Dale
I
crashed the
don't
party?
know if I could. I may be able to, but it's just too early to tell.
Well, that's why I'm trying to just plant the seed in your mind now.
Yeah, no, exactly, and it's great that you've done that. I've kept thinking about it ever since the March. So yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't even know if I'm allowed into America, Shady.
I think they
Oh, I would
dropped.
love to
I
go to
think they. I
America.
think they dropped all the poke requirements.
I've never
Yeah.
been to America before,
What's-
so
What's poke?
Anti-censorship code. Code speak.
Getting stuck with needles. That is
Yeah.
supposed to reduce your chances of catching a certain kind of illness. Actually, I had one
Although
of those
the
shots
evidence is
just
to the
earlier this
contrary,
week.
so.
Wasn't too bad. The arm that I was stuck in was pretty sore for a couple days.
I mean, I don't care if your arm's sore or not. I just want to know if you can make it in town in time.
Yeah, well, he hasn't got across any international borders, Shady, so I don't think it's going to be less of an
That's
issue
true.
for him.
Yeah. But I gotta figure out on the host side exactly how I'm gonna pull it off. I'm working on my end on how to do that to make a good event. So like Lawrence says, go to Bucky's. Obviously, we'll be going to Bucky's. That's not. Don't worry about that.
Hell yes. What do you think? Bucky's could host it?
what's Bucky's?
like a-
That's
like
why
a-
you should come. That's why you should come on down.
Corner store.
Are you
sort of
sure you
vibe.
can't? Are you
Oh,
sure you
yeah.
can't, Longfoot?
I really want to, but unfortunately, no, I don't think I can. No.
You got 10 months to figure it. Like you could, if it was important enough. Just like if you made it like if you had to figure it out.
Ooh, that's the problem though. Flying, yeah. Maybe if I was drunk enough to fly, then
That's
Yeah.
that's your way of dealing with everything. It's like, oh, I'll get drunk and then I'll be able to do
Then
it.
all of a sudden it sounds like a good idea. As long as someone else
like,
is
oh.
driving. Yep.
It's like, oh, I'm not feeling confident about this exam. I'll just get completely pissed. And then I'll go in and do this exam.
I really would have to get pissed before I go into an airplane. Unfortunately, yeah.
You just don't like flying?
No, this would also be the first time that I would be flying because I've never flown before. So,
Oh, is that the issue? You don't want to fly? Or
Oh, okay.
I mean, I can
Yeah,
actually
I don't
can
like
understand that. I can actually understand that because
I got
We'll get you a boat. 10 months is plenty of
I got a real fear for heights, so yeah.
Oh.
Well, then just don't get
Okay.
a window seat.
yeah, I was gonna say that too. Yeah.
Or you can catch a train.
If only we could catch a train to America, yeah, that would be nice. But
Yeah, just think a happy thought and tap your heels together 3 times.
if I'm drunk enough, maybe. But
Oh, come on, Lauren said she'll take you. If a
Yeah,
pretty
Lauren's
girl
already-
offers to take you on a plane, that's what you do.
Yeah, you
I
and Lauren
thought-
and Tom.
okay, with someone else, then maybe. Okay, sure.
Well, you got 10 months to get another one, haven't you, Lauren? Yeah, you and Tom and Longfoot can get on a plane together.
So
Sit on
I mean,
those 3 seats in the middle in economy,
yeah.
and start singing football chants.
I will tell you what
Very
the
loudly
absolute
in the
minimum
middle
of
of the
this
plane.
is. Like me and Jim are at least gonna be on a camping trip or something. That's like the minimum building spot. Like that's at least something like that's happening. Hopefully it'll be something better than that. But like I mean, we can joke about like other things, but there is something. So, this is, you know, however much you want to play certain things as a joke, like there is going to be something in next April. Yeah, there is going to be something for sure.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Oh, if only I had the courage, though. If only I had the courage. Sounds very tempting, though. Very tempting.
Well,
Yeah, just go with Lauren. It'll be fine.
Oof.
For some reason, Lauren, I read that as Saint Pancreas.
Saint Pancreas.
I always accidentally misread Panacea as Pancreas as well.
I really honestly would love to see America, really, though. So, just for once, yeah.
Sunt. True Brits. But there's no such thing as a true
Brit, Lauren.
But there's no such thing as a true Scotsman. That's the main thing.
Not even Craig Ferguson.
Mm-mm.
Not even Count Dankula.
Mm-mm. Well, that guy I cannot understand for shit. So I guess that's the true Scotsman.
I know, because the thing is, I watch him and I never have any trouble understanding him. So
He just slurs everything.
he definitely speaks properly because I can understand him.
No, there are plenty of other Scottish people I can understand just fine. That guy just he doesn't try. I don't appreciate people who don't try.
Well, Lauren loves his accent as well.
Have you seen the video of the drunk Scottish guy who tries to say purple burglar alarm?
Purple burglar.
Put that in the funny section on the Discord. I'd like.
Doesn't even sound right.
Well, he does. You know, the guy that's totally wasted when you can't quite process the fact that you're not processing right. So it's like, purple burger. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but yeah.
Classic.
Yeah, do it, Longfoot. Get in touch with Lauren.
So I'm not confident
getting
Lauren's
the thing
actually going to do it. Lauren's actually probably more likely to chicken out than Longfoot actually. So don't
I've
put all
already
your
chickened out, so I'm way ahead of you.
No, you're not. It's not a chicken thing. That's just a schedule thing. I do apologize that for the fact that space does not accommodate our schedules, right?
Yeah.
But
I definitely resonate with that on this spiritual level.
The date is April 8th. It's a Monday, so my idea is like, you know, have some kind of weekend thing, and then that be kind of like the Monday after is like kind of the pinnacle of the event.
The big moments.
The big moment.
You know what you should do, Shady?
After a weekend
what
party.
I think would be awesome for ShadyCon? You should try and find a local hotel and rent out one of those conference rooms, and then get big signs in the lobby of the hotel, which, you know, says, you know, ShadyCon 2024, the Lavender Room, and then, you know, the International Pancreas Conference, the Emerald Room, that sort of thing. Make it very posh, and then start up with like a keynote on like the state of Shady.
Oh, yeah, Lauren, you will find out how deadly serious I am about this in the coming months. I am working on what to do on my end to host it. Yeah. But yeah, like space You know, it's we can't ask space to push it to the summer. Sorry, Moss. But yeah, April 8th is the day.
Yeah, we also can't ask space
When you say
to wrap around.
when you
and
say
make
the
travel
summer,
easier.
do you mean my winter?
Yeah, but the thing about the reason why we don't care about southern seasons is there's just much less land down there. But
There's a lot. There's Africa and Australia and South America.
yeah, but
And
there's still less.
Antarctica.
Yeah, there
Antarctica,
is.
yeah.
There is some.
That's 4 continents compared to what is it, 3 in the northern hemisphere. We got
There's-
4
there's-
continents.
there's
You
also-
got 3.
There's also
Oh
a part
my.
of France.
You're an academic and you're engaging in a really obvious fallacy there. Just quantifying them.
Oh, yes.
The land mass and people, that's where you're gonna start to fall a little bit behind.
Major
Just because of
discrepancies
that,
there.
just because there's all those.
There's a
so many bloody
reason.
Chinese
There's a
people.
reason we have the northern at the top of the map. Because we didn't have to, right? We could have just as easily put the southern part on the top of the map and the northern, what we call the northern, actually at the bottom of
Yeah.
the map. We could have. We didn't.
But Compass was like, yo, it's this way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that could all change anytime.
Just like the inversion of the Earth's magnetic field or whatever.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
Then we'd be north.
Well, you can still call it south even if it's pointing up. But it's actually weird to think of how
North.
it's actually weird
We'd
how
be the
arbitrary.
relevant hemisphere.
Does north mean relevant?
Well, that's what you're implying.
No. Not by meaning, just by like the two are separate ideas, but they happen to go together in our set of circumstances. I don't know. I don't actually know what north means. Those all sound like really weird
Bing.
terms.
No. But my question is, when you said we can't push it back to the summer, are you talking about your summer or my summer?
Right.
So are you talking about my winter?
Yeah.
We're talking about my schedule here.
No, yeah, that's the thing. Nobody cares about
be
Moss
fair,
time.
either-
You're
either
loud, but
way,
it doesn't
it's
make any influence. So we are definitely.
Well, of course not. I'm not coming. So, yeah.
But if you were, then you dictate all the rules. That actually is that is something I've kind of learned about you versus someone like, for example, just as an example, Lauren. So like the reason why you are so quick to make comments on things and Lauren's more hesitant is because you have the opposite view on how your own thoughts compare to everyone else's, right? So like Lauren will say this all the time. That's why she's a good example of this. Lauren will explicitly say this. So if Lauren has a thought, she has this fear that she's the only one that's thinking this way. And therefore, she's no. She'll be like, maybe I'm just being stupid, but blah, blah, blah. Like she'll preface what she says with things like that. But Moss's thoughts are exactly the opposite. Moss's actual thought process is, if I'm thinking it, then everyone else must be thinking it. That's why he's so confident. I'm dead serious. This is a difference, not just in you two, but also like it explains why one of you would be hesitant to speak up because I might be the only one, whereas Moss is just gonna say whatever's on his mind because he's gonna hedge his bets that everyone's already thinking it.
He knows everybody's
That's
in the
probably
same boat.
bad.
We're all deep in the shit together. It's very interesting observation.
No, I'm not. I don't even have to read it. You've both told me those things about yourselves directly.
Oh boy, oh boy.
All I have to do is just receive the information, and there it is.
I guess it's kind of a good thing. You're probably going to be more self-confident if you think that everyone's just going to think and behave the same way you do until you receive information to the contrary. Because if you think like you're the only one, you're going to be like, oh God, is this normal? Is this weird or whatever? But if you think to yourself like, I assume everybody does this until you find out otherwise.
See?
You'd be like, yeah, I can get through the day. Then you're like, oh wait, hang on, does no one else do this? It's just me. All right.
But it's funny because, like, you end up with these moments. Well, you were hesitant to tell the joke that fell flat, but the reason it fell flat was because you hyped it up. If you had just blurted it out at the beginning, it would have landed fine, I think. But
yeah, I don't know why I chickened out, but I didn't chicken out with the later joke, so it's fine. You win some, you lose some.
Yeah, you just roll with it, however it goes. Yeah.
You take a risk.
Yeah.
Or in that case, you don't. All right. Sorry, go on, Shady.
Oh, I don't remember. I need to solve this puzzle so I can start another game.
Yeah.
I need to put... It's this guy that's tough because the red comes in and just barely misses. I need red to hit this guy right here. So I can make this... Let's move it this way. Yeah, so 6 of 10. But you see, that's 9 of 10 with this missing. And they're kind of like the knights move away, right? So that doesn't work there.
We must have been doing these sub hangouts for over a year now. So they go back to the beginning of 2022, I think.
Yeah.
Of course they do, isn't it? We've been way longer.
Yeah, we've been doing them a while.
Was it the Legacy of Time one? Was 2021?
Well, that was before the we officially started doing monthly hangouts.
Oh.
Oh, hold on, let me check something real quick. Okay, never mind. All right, let's keep going. As you were. Sorry.
If only Hitler had been the same way, Longfoot.
If only.
Yeah, my honestly, I really don't know what to say now because I can't find a proper word for it.
I need red to hit this and this alone.
Especially since middle school, since like sleeping everywhere else, except for my own
No.
mattress.
Can you undo? No. Okay.
Why-
Sorry, no. Go
what's it
ahead.
called?
Go ahead. I didn't mean to.
I'm gonna hop off for a little bit. I gotta eat. So
All right.
Understandable. All right. See ya, Agoji.
And at some point, I even got trouble like spending one night in Germany, even though it's yeah. Homesickness gets really quickly to me.
So who were you with? I mean, obviously, like, I'm not asking for details here, but like, I wonder if you're around people that
yeah,
you trust.
That was like in my middle school period. That was like back in 2009, I think.
Okay.
And I was with my family, but still had trouble spending the night like somewhere where it was not my own mattress. Yeah. I don't know. I just started to like feel sick and start to shake and
Yeah.
was like around 14, 15, but
Doesn't quite have the
And
right
then-
angle.
and then like in my last year of middle school when I was like around 16, 17, I was like going to England with school, and then one night I was starting to shake like a Roomba dancer once more. I don't know what it was, but yeah.
Okay, I mean, there's the reason why I was thinking was, you know, sometimes it matters when you talk about like being homesick. Sometimes it could just be purely based on location, but it can also be like if you're around people you trust. Like it's one thing to travel to a faraway location just by yourself versus being with people that, you know, you're comfortable with and so on. And that might have at least somewhat of an impact psychologically on whether or not you know, you're home or not. Maybe you can feel more at home even if you're in a different location.
But still, yeah, but still, even with family or friends, then
Yeah,
it still is difficult.
it's still difficult.
I honestly wouldn't know what it was, so maybe not. It's because it's not my own mattress or not my own surroundings, like my room, my neighborhoods. I don't know. Haven't been really much of an yeah. I honestly really wouldn't. I really wouldn't know. Honestly, I'm also too. I really honestly still a little too drunk to know what the hell am I thinking about. But that aside, I don't know how to explain it. That's I've never really have been very good with words or such. So
Well, English is your second language, so that's pretty understandable.
yeah, but still, also with Dutch, then it's still yeah.
Hey, Lauren.
Hello.
Oh, Lauren jumped in here.
Hey, she's
Lauren.
Hello.
Hey.
Lauren.
Yeah.
Ooh.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
A little frustrated with
This is
this
very
puzzle.
loud. I thought I might as well just join you now instead of just typing away on my own.
I need to figure out how to just get.
Red vest, single pot still.
No. No.
Yeah.
No. Okay, I have one inverter color. I got one just regular straight piece, and then I got this this thing where I get to cherry pick which colors it's in where. But I have one of each of those, and I need to hit red these two, and I need to get green hitting that. Oh, red needs to hit this, but also at like, oh, is that the problem?
Let's see if this still tastes good though. Oh God, no, that tastes horrible. All right.
Okay.
What have you got there?
Some rather old whiskey. It's I think I should
No,
have.
Does
it's not
whiskey go out
old,
of
it's
date?
Aged.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but I should have drunk it like this bottle.
Unless you've been
just,
storing it in the sun or something.
like
If
half a
you
year ago.
open
Yeah,
it, once it's open, there's more of an expiration on it,
yeah.
and it's
So,
not
no,
it's
this
not
is-
sealed tightly or something.
I just I don't like it anymore. So,
Or if it's just Fireball. I think that I just hate Fireball because of memories.
I don't know.
I
This
wish
is
I
not
was a
Fireball. This is
spaceman.
Redbreast.
No, you need to bring the good times back.
I'd fly you
No,
round
No,
the
it's
world.
not
Irish
good
baby.
times. It doesn't
Fly
taste
for
like good times.
XL5.
Like 12 years.
Yeah, well, there's only one little clip that's online of that, unfortunately.
Oh my
But
god.
yeah,
Oh, you missed out.
I know. I was too busy pre-COVID.
I know.
going
You weren't
out
around
doing
then, were
stuff.
you?
Yeah. I should have been at home watching Twitch instead of going out and
should.
doing stuff.
Shame on you.
I'd like to think this is a better version
That was a
of that.
long time ago now.
Mm-hmm.
Was it like 2015, 2016?
I think the last one was
Hold on.
2016, yeah.
Oh, what? Alright then.
Not
okay,
available
stream
to the
elements,
public.
fine.
It's so old
no
that the
more,
data's been deleted.
I mean, could be. Let me see.
Okay, I think I'm gonna...
Following since the 24th of November 2015. So I'm guessing you were doing the Fireball streams back in 2016?
Yeah, 15 and 16, yeah.
Yeah. Subbed for 62 months. Wow.
I'm just 1 year behind you, so... No, this bottle ain't good anymore. No, I think I'll...
Okay.
I have enough for tonight.
Alright, good night, Longfoot.
No, I mean like in drinking.
Oh, they said you were out.
alcohol.
Alright, good night, Longfoot.
We've got this old whiskey.
Oh, that's right. We got this
Yeah,
old
I-
whiskey.
It might do the job.
Yeah,
Have you thought about? Have you got any Winderline? That can sometimes be good.
Sorry.
Or what about-
one more time.
Yeah, you don't want to
Toilet
drink
duck.
Winderline.
Toilet duck could be good as well.
Or that. No, that's not a good idea.
Okay, so we're
It's
working
all
on
alcohol.
Don't listen to
the
him.
diamonds.
Yeah, I'm
diamonds.
not gonna touch anything with alcohol now. So no, I had enough for one night.
Diamond there. See, that's so weird, because in order to hit this, I need to hit red here. That's so bizarre. Ugh. Because I also need to hit green here. I feel like I'm
Green
in.
for everyone in the house.
I feel like I'm in this phase where yeah, infinite loop, yeah. You don't want to hit that, right? Yeah.
It actually lets me delete stream elements comments.
Just ban it.
Just ban stream elements.
Oh, bloody Twitch, get your shit together, please.
Oh yeah, I can ban stream elements as well. What happens if I do it? No, I'm only joking. I'm not doing that.
Just break the whole stream.
I'll be right
Stream
back.
elements,
So
That's not a good idea, Moss.
don't break my
Yeah.
stream while I'm gone. I'll be right back.
All right.
Alright. Stream elements, you're hereby banned forever. Get out of my sight.
Use the word "the."
Oh, I'm getting another commercial from the military?
Oh, you should
Please?
enlist.
Where's your ad block?
I have, but it's just
You shouldn't get ads if you're a sub
No.
though, right?
I have, but yeah, but I even yeah, I even have turbo, but I'm still getting commercials. Twitch, you bloody
Oh wow.
Yeah, you
But
shouldn't be
That's not
getting
good.
that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
really that's really shit.
You know what? I shouldn't have wasted those $11 to begin with. That is entirely my fault in the end. So I should have known better. Goodness me.
How's the puppy, Moss?
He's asleep at the moment, in the next room on a pillow.
Is
So I'm just gonna.
is puppy a he or is she?
She,
Has she got a name?
yeah, her name's
Yeah?
Raimi.
Raimi.
Yeah,
And what breed is Raimi?
she's a boxer cross.
Aw.
She's about
How
3.5
lovely.
months old. So
Yeah. You should post a picture. Just saying.
I should. Oh,
Even if it's just in the mod
Yeah.
chat.
yeah, I can do that. Yeah, she's fast asleep in the next room at the moment. Yeah,
Aw.
she's gonna wake up at some point wanting breakfast.
Yeah. What's her personality like?
Oh, she's very timid and easygoing.
Yeah.
Pretty quiet.
Not like you then.
Yeah, she's like me.
You're not timid and quiet.
Easygoing.
Easygoing, yeah. Maybe not the rest.
Yeah. I also don't eat my own poop.
Hmm.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Shane.
Well, I would hope you
like,
don't, but
maybe I'm just assuming that everyone else doesn't eat their poop like me. But maybe people do eat their
well, if it puts your mind
Well,
at ease, neither do I. So
I eat loads of junk every day, so don't worry.
poop.
I think my bird turns 9 around now. He's 9 years old now.
Mm.
Quite old. They only lived like 8 to 10
What
years.
kind-
So
I thought they lived for about 30 years.
what, a budgie? No.
Maybe not a budgie, but I know
No,
some
he's
birds
a-
you can get that live for 30
Some
years.
birds can live up to like 80.
Yeah.
Like cockatoos and stuff. But yeah, no, he's 9, and the
I'd
average lifespan is like 8 to 10. So he's yeah.
Yeah. Because I took a bird. I found an injured dove last week. I had to take him to the vet because I left him to rest overnight and he still couldn't get over the fence. So I had to take him to the vet.
Yeah. Aw.
Hopefully he's okay. They took my number, but they haven't called me back. So, but it looked like his wing was injured or something. So,
Oh, maybe he didn't make it.
I don't know. As long as they dealt with it, it's fine.
Yeah.
So
It's
I
not
was
my
just thinking-
problem. It's fine.
I was like, well, I don't want. Well, something needs to be done with this bird, but I don't know if I'm the man to do it. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, she's asleep on my monkey pillow, so. Yeah, she has this nice crate where she slept before, but ever since she's figured out how to get onto the sofa, she just likes sleeping there.
Yeah.
So
Oh, it's still early for you though, isn't it? What, 8:30 at the moment?
7:30.
7:30. Oh, you 7 hours ahead.
Yeah, you're on daylight saving.
See, this is why.
Yeah,
this
I've
is,
used track of what you're doing.
yeah, this was kind of the.
So you're 7 hours ahead. Okay. I thought it was 8.
We're
The-
8 hours ahead when you don't use daylight saving time.
Oh, okay.
So we're UTC plus 8, and Britain is supposed to be UTC, so.
I'm not too far off from Britain, so. Just,
Yeah, I guess
1
you're
hour.
only an hour ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 hour, just 1 hour ahead. Yeah. Oh, it's already 1:30 a.m. Oh my goodness, how time flies when you're drunk. Good thing. Okay.
I feel like that wine just really hit me hard.
Yeah. Well, guess I'll have to buy a new bottle of limoncello next time, I guess.
Alright, well, good night, Longfoot.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere yet. So.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Is that
I
the
got
second time you've
confused.
done that, Moss? Just thought that
No,
Longfoot was
no.
leaving. It's like you're trying to get rid of him.
No.
It's
God, I haven't
No,
let
understandable.
limoncello
we want him
so
to overcome his fear and say something stupid and own it.
It's the
Well,
only.
Then he'll
it's the
truly be
Yeah.
one of us.
The only way that I ever lose my tongue when I'm drunk. So.
I mean, I've
Yeah.
already said tons of stupid stuff this stream. We're only 3 hours in. Everyone else needs to catch up.
I only just got here.
See,
Yeah.
When
Well, no,
the-
in voice chat anyway.
you see the issue? When I move this back and
Yeah.
forth, it's 9 of 10 on
No,
either
I've
side.
got no idea what you're doing.
Okay, so there's a
I
there's a
still don't know what
key
you're
I
doing.
press to move this back and forth. So when it's on one side, I need one of them to hit 10 of 10, and when I move it to the other side, it needs to hit the other one 10 out of 10. And instead, I get 9 of 10 on both sides. But I've used all my tools.
Oh,
So
Does it have to?
this game seems
stay-
really difficult.
it's
I think I'd be too stupid to play
The-
this game. I don't have the brain power
the
required
earlier.
to solve these puzzles.
What's not fair, well, I guess it's fair, but I still don't like it, is the fact that the games get harder. Like, you'd think that,
Well, that's good though, isn't it?
well,
More of a
those-
challenge.
well, they change the
When you're like-
mechanics, and I think that's good enough to just solve different types of puzzles, but they always change, but they increase the difficulty too. I say they, it's one guy.
He. How
He,
dare he?
yeah.
Does it
But
happen
do you
to-
think if you hadn't. Sorry, Longfoot.
No. Whatever I'm going to say is probably going to be full of. No. Just forget what I said. Just.
You
I
sure?
forgot what I was going to say now. Whoops, never mind. Can't have been that important.
See, I can't cut the blue straight across this row because then it's going to ruin the other side. you can't move across this row because yeah, one of them needs green diamond, the other needs green X.
Please, pillars, just move in where Shady wants you to. Come on, come on. Just open whatever door you have. Doesn't seem to work.
Yeah, I like this coming across like this. That does seem correct. To have the other laser that's not what you're focusing on to just cut through, hit this and hit that.
Is there like maybe completely stupid, but is there like any way like when if that platform with those two lasers can like get stuck in the middle somehow? Or?
No. It's gonna just move
No?
back and forth. Because
Okay.
when what the way it actually works is that it's over here. You got these two doors. One of them opens by the X's and the other is opened by the diamonds. So you only need one of them open at a time. So I just press the key to slide it around. So I'll open one, walk through, open the other, walk through, right? It is kind of a waste to put both of these on here, isn't it? It would be interesting if it turns out that... Well, no. I guess I could try it. I mean, what I have right now doesn't work. Nah, but where would I send the other color? If I put the one that breaks colors apart right here, where would I send the other color?
Oof,
See, what's interesting is like green comes out of this and just hits this and immediately hits this, but there's no way to utilize it any further than that. The only way to generate a further green to hit stuff outside it like this is to use these inverter blocks like this.
Do these lights need to go anywhere or to a specific?
So it's when these receivers get a certain, so like this one right here is, I currently have a red and a green hitting it, which is red plus green is yellow, and therefore that counts as a diamond. And I just need to get all 10 diamonds to light up the same time on one side and the 10 X's to light up on the other side. And that's part of the puzzle, is to figure out which side is the side where you need to fill up the X's and which side do you fill up the diamonds. I think I have it correct, but you know, anything could be a red herring. That's the challenge of the game. Well, I've been here 3 hours, so which do you want? You want a kids game next, or you want Miss 5? I know what Moss thinks, but what do you guys, what the rest of you think?
I don't have much
I'd watch
preference either
whatever.
way, 'cause I'm not going to be around much longer.
That's just a suggestion. Like maybe that's that cleaning game or where you.
Oh, the cleaning game.
Man. Oh, VCD. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
it
the one.
has.
That's the one.
What did you say, Super Gamer?
Don't have much preference either way because I won't be around much longer.
That's right. You have a thing. Are you coming back
That's
or?
Not unless you're planning on continuing until like 7 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Probably not. Not in my time zone
yeah.
anyway, or yours.
It's already past 7 a.m. for me.
Yeah, so that's what 22 hours till the next 7 a.m. for you, or whatever. Definitely not going that long. Although, you know, I've had my 24-hour streams before. When is that reality going to hit me with that I can't do 24-hour streams anymore? What age will I be? Speaking of
Hey, it's Slim
age,
Jim.
is it?
Are you there?
Here, are you here?
There he is.
Hi, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, everybody.
No, that way doesn't go anywhere. That doesn't go anywhere. Hmm. So, what do you want to see, Jim? Do you want to see one of these children's games, or do you want to see Miss 5?
I
That's
didn't
a
know
hard
this time was
choice.
on the table.
You're like, Miss 5 is a children's game.
What kind of children's game are we talking about? Are we talking like
Spy
Spelunks,
Fox.
where in the world is
Oh,
Carmen
we could
San
play.
Diego?
I could play. It could be Spelunks. I haven't played Spelunks. There's. I just installed Freddy Fish and Spy Fox.
Oh man, Spy Fox.
Also, Jim, I don't know.
You're giving me a hard choice.
Yeah. Also, just while you're thinking about it, I can't tell if she's serious or not, but Lauren may possibly join us on our camping trip next spring. If she can convince
What,
Longfoot.
camping?
Well, I don't know. That's the baseline.
Oof.
That's the baseline. I'm gonna try to make it better than that, but it's minimum.
I've been camping once in my life, and it was a terrible experience.
Well, I'm actually trying.
It was shit.
Okay. I'm working on. That's like the baseline. I'm trying to figure out exactly what to do. Hopefully, it'll be better than that. But like, I have to kind of build from the ground up. So like, there's gonna at least be that, but maybe hopefully it'll be something different and better. And that's my job as the host, to work on that. If there's nothing else, if everything just completely falls through the floor, it's just gonna be me and Jim on a camping trip. We're gonna do at least something. The real thing is like,
Well, a camping trip with you and Jim sounds like lads' time, so I wouldn't want to encroach on that.
So,
So,
well, I don't have. So, my main issue is it can't really be here because there's not a lot of space here, right? So, in trying to figure out, like, what am I going to do with a bunch of people coming over, this is not a good spot. So, it's on me to figure out a better place. And that's the thing I got the 10 months to do, right? So I got to kind of at least say, I can't have like nothing, right? So I have a baseline, which is at the very least I can get, because it's really simple, just have like a camping trip. But I actually don't want it to be that. So I'm going to be working on making it better than that. But yeah, I'm just. But I have to
that would be a long way to travel to sleep in a.
I would
tent,
have.
you know?
I'm gonna be. Yeah. So I'm gonna be working on the rungs of that ladder to make it better than that. That's gonna be on me. While you guys make sure you have that day open. So.
I mean, if you're deadly serious, it could happen.
Okay. So.
It's enough time to prepare.
Right. And I'm just saying that I'm serious on my end.
Because I can't tell if
preparing.
you're serious or not.
No, I am serious.
If it's just like, oh yeah, ShadyCon 2024, could happen, but you know.
No, it is. At least that's happening. Like, and that's what I mean by the serious thing. Like, there's at least that. Unless Jim is just going to pull the rug out. That would suck.
Well, I imagine Jim's a busy man. It could happen. Especially with, was it 7 kids?
Yeah, but...
6.5.
6.5, right, yeah. Even so, busy man.
Yeah. So...
I mean, vacation time.
I strongly believe that it will be better than that, but I'm talking about it like on degrees of certainty, right? So I'm going to be trying to make sure it'll be something better than that. In the meantime, I got 10 months, and that is definitely my strong intention to make it something better than that. But I don't want to commit to any details beyond that. So, just want to kind of throw it out there that I'm working on making it something better than that. So as the months go on, things will be more clear, and I think it will be something better than that. Just nothing certain at the moment, that's all.
My standards for camping are very low, so nothing will disappoint me.
Yeah, you'll be fine shitting in the woods. Most of us, including me, are gonna be like not
That doesn't sound like a good time.
Yeah. I'm a little like, I don't want to do that. But I feel like Jim's gonna be like, yeah, if you got to, you got to.
I mean, if you have to,
Yeah,
and you've got no
you just-
choice, then
You just bring a little shovel with you. You walk into the tree line,
Mhm.
dig your hole. You're good to go.
Yeah, see, that's my motivation to make it better than that. That's why I'm like, oh, I'm gonna
better
try to.
than shitting in a hole in the woods. Yeah,
That's right. But you see, I have to think of it like that kind of that strategy game where I got to level up and make it a better experience than that. So
Chop some trees and turn it into wooden planks, and then just make a
But
whole
yeah.
toilet. I
I mean, an easy thing to do is to get a bunch of picnic tables, pavilions, awnings, half tents or whatever, throw those up, and then rent a couple of porta johns for the weekend.
Yeah.
And you're Kino.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you call them? Porta johns?
Yeah, they're portable johns. Therefore, they're porta johns.
Yeah, okay.
What do you call them?
Portaloo.
Portaloo. I thought they were porta potties.
No. Portaloo.
Well, when I'm out in the field, I call them luxury.
Because otherwise you shit in the woods. Yeah.
I guess it's better than a hole in the ground, yeah.
Did I ever tell you about the time I got sick out in the field?
It only happened once.
Tell us, Jim. Tell us the story.
Well, so it started the first day. We were out in the field for about a week. And I was feeling kind of funny on the first day, but I didn't think anything of it. So I went to bed. We actually, the first night we were in a barracks. So we had a real physical building to sleep in with real beds, real bathrooms. I woke up abruptly at about 1 a.m. having soiled my pants. And then we had to move out to the field.
Oh my god!
So
that's all I had to do! Fuck! What the hell? See, now it's 10 of 10. That's all I had to do. Shit.
Let's go.
Hey,
But you
welcome
solved
back.
it, that's the main thing.
I did, but I stared at it for fucking an hour.
That's okay. It's fine, you got there in the end.
Okay, I win. I'm okay. All right, sorry,
No
Jim.
rush,
Continue your story. We're gonna play something else now.
Finally.
No worries. So we get there, we get out to our field site, and then I just vomit up whatever's left into my system and into the bushes. So they tell me to go lay down. I throw up my one-man tent, and I think I slept for like 36 hours, only waking up to walk out to the woods and basically pee out of my rear end. This took about 3 days.
Oh no, you had tapas.
See, I like the way that you tell your stories. You wait for us to tell your story, so now it's on us that we had to hear that.
You asked. I think I lost like 10 pounds in like 2 days. It was rough. So what are we playing next? Miss 5 or
Miss 5,
Kids
Spy
Game?
Fox, or Freddy Fish? What do you guys want?
So where
I
was
think
this
Miss 5 is a
toilet
good
incident,
warm-up.
Jim?
To be very honest, I don't know either of these games, so...
Freddy Fish.
Freddy Fish?
So,
Want some Freddy
oh, wow.
Fish? All right.
Like
you-
old times.
So Moss wants Mist 5. Lauren wants Freddy Fish. Anybody else care?
Nope.
No, nobody cares.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
chill with
yeah.
whatever
I
you
also
do.
want Mist 5.
Ooh,
Mist
we got
5
a
sounds
second
cool.
vote for. Ooh, we got a second vote for Mist 5. Ooh,
So,
that.
Jim, where was this place where you had this incident?
Jim played Mist
Clutch out
5.
in the
Where did
woods
you
with
play
barely
Mist 5, Jim?
Oh, okay. I thought it might be
played-
Iraq or something.
I played Mist 5 in Iraq.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played Mist 5 in
Yeah,
Iraq
good
and
times.
Kuwait.
I played Mist 4 in Honolulu. Alright, who's next?
I played all of these games at home.
I actually remember
Yeah, me
I played
too.
all of them in
But at least I was on
What's-
stream,
what's-
so.
what's the the world with the gladiator arena. Is that Lakinon?
Yeah, Lakion.
Lakion, yeah.
I think it's just
Can't remember.
Laki, isn't it?
Yeah,
Lakion is
that
the full
one
name.
I played.
Something like that.
That's the one I played in a tent in Kuwait.
Ooh,
Wow.
That one was
Ooh.
fun.
Did you strike
very,
oil?
very fitting.
Like it's out just in the middle of these sand flats, right? So the wind was blowing pretty bad. So it felt really thematic whenever I'd use the tablet or the slate
Oh.
to gin up a sandstorm or time travel.
Wow. Very immersive. See, that's what science should strive for.
Yeah, we already had the firmament discussion, Jim. You missed
A
it.
sandstorm. I heard it. I was listening while you were talking.
Oh, okay.
Jim, did you play it?
No, my system's so underpowered. I can't run anything newer than like 2015, 2016.
I was actually a little bit.
Well, you still got a copy of it, Jim, so it's fine.
Well, I'm not surprised that Jim with that. I knew about his situation, but I mean, hearing about like other people in the chat about it, it's interesting to kind of almost see a little bit of a disconnect just between Cyan and their obsession with VR. And I mean, it's a very limited cross section, but it's a cross section enough. I mean, people are suddenly dropping by again, right? Like a new person in my Discord server and a couple other people showing up after a long time talking about, regardless of my preferences, I'm kind of seen on the internet as a Myst guy, right? So they show up when Cyan comes out with a game.
Really?
Yeah. So like,
Really?
it doesn't matter if it doesn't matter how I feel about it. But what I was saying is, it's just seeing, reading the comments about it, just people with their outdated equipment or at the very least not VR stuff versus Cyan really obsessing about the VR. I don't know. I mean, it's a limited sample size for me, but I mean, I feel like old school Cyan fans really aren't that obsessed about new technology, whereas Cyan kind of is, and I don't know. I mean, you never want to be
That
on
strikes
a
me as odd for a
complete.
couple of reasons.
You don't want to be that out of sync with your own.
Yeah,
with your own
exactly.
fans.
They're supplying way more VR than there is demand for.
Just enjoy the present.
Yeah, the future is AI.
So first
Oh dear, I don't
and
wanna-
foremost, I always understood you as being just a skinnier Wings of Redemption.
What?
So the fact that people consider you a Myst guy is just baffling to me.
Why is it baffling to you?
I've lost track of this conversation.
No, it's just
a
Jim
joke.
saying something that.
Wings of Redemption is a famous Call of Duty streamer who's known for his frequent meltdowns and
I
his
can take
400
it,
pounds
I
of
can
body
take
weight.
this shit.
Oh wow.
So
Well,
so
Shady
almost
loses
everyone's
his temper a lot, yeah.
everyone's skinnier than. Wait, what about my temper?
Well, you do lose your temper a lot.
Well,
on
no, I was
streams,
just-
especially
I don't-
yeah.
I don't lose my temper a lot on streams. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
There's a reason
Not
Shady
Wings
Rage
style,
is a
man.
thing.
Wings is like destroyed. Wings has destroyed multiple systems, entire systems. He's gone through like dozens of controllers on stream.
He
'Cause
said
he's known for his meltdowns.
Oh wow.
I can't take it anymore. I can't take this shit.
Yes.
Oh no, I
yes.
haven't done this at all. Okay.
I'm really struggling to keep up with Longfoot.
Wait, the sober guy is struggling
But
to keep
all
up with the
jokes
drunk
aside,
guy?
what really
Hey, Putty.
What's going on back there?
all jokes aside, I do think it is odd that Cyan's kind of, I guess, left its fans behind. Might be a good way to describe it.
Safety dance.
Yeah.
Find it. It's interesting that
Look at how
Cyan
complicated
seems more
this
interested
looks.
in keeping up with the technological innovations.
This looks really complicated.
Weren't we gonna play something else, Shady?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
I'm just wandering around. I'm not working on it. I'm
Alright.
just looking at it saying, "Wow, this looks really complicated."
Yeah, it does look really complicated. Best not think
Haven't
about
you-
it.
Wait, we've seen this puzzle before, Shady. This is where you ended the March sub hangout.
No, it's a different puzzle with
Yeah.
the same mechanic.
Wait, really? Are you
Yeah.
sure? This seems like no. it's
Yeah,
like
because I
exactly
don't
same
have
stuff.
the thing. You're trying to get that thing over there. See that little? I still don't have that yet.
Okay.
So I haven't solved this puzzle. But yeah.
So it just looks identical.
All right, I'll play Myst 5. That'd be good. I need. Actually, I need new Myst 5 saves anyway. I didn't realize Myst 5 is terrible with saves.
Yeah, because well,
Yeah, that's
I
also pretty
remember
dramatic.
you- remember you taking the photographs that generated the saves, and that the save previews would have you in the chat. That was insane.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh,
I vaguely remember this.
Did I forgot to mention. Firmament has absolutely no key rebinding capabilities.
What?
So if you haven't got watched, you're screwed.
So
Well, I
here's
have an Azure C keyboard, so like my hand is a
Yeah.
little bit twisted.
so let me tell you something about that. You know why that is?
Why is that?
It's very simple.
Are
Very
they
very
like-
simple.
Are they like QWERTY master rays?
Nope. No, it's simpler. Bring
You're
it down.
American?
Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it down. It's really
USA.
simple.
USA.
Really simple.
What?
Really simple.
I
They only care about VR and they don't give a shit about anything else. You're laughing. I'm
I
not.
respect
I'm
that.
serious. No, that's what it is.
No, no. Listen,
That
listen.
is-
Okay, I also don't like when people
is
do
a
that.
good
I
answer.
don't laugh. I don't laugh because I don't believe you. I laugh because it's fucking hilarious, and I absolutely
It's-
believe you. I understand what. Yeah, it's you're totally right.
This is that's just another mark against Firmament. The fact that they couldn't even be bothered to allow key rebindings. They're so focused on.
Yeah,
VR.
exactly. It's
So
freaking-
I
like,
noticed
come on,
something.
like, who
I
cares?
made an abduction
Wait,
recording
That's the thing,
recently.
They care so much about VR.
And I noticed something very, just a very slight detail, a very small thing. It didn't matter at all whatsoever, but I made an abduction recording and I noticed, because abduction, just like I call it Myst VR, but when I played it on the flat screen, the cursor is just that little circle in the center of the screen.
Mhm.
I realized when I used the teleporter in abduction, I thought that cursor just goes away,
Mhm.
but it doesn't. When you're
Mhm.
teleporting, it goes into the corner.
Oh.
Okay.
And it's
That's
one of
weird programming.
Yeah, and I realized, oh, that's because they don't give a shit about this, right? So they made the whole game for VR, which I love playing Abduction in VR, and I want to play that soon. We've talked about this before about how I might play Abduction before playing Firmament in VR if I get my VR
Mhm.
set up.
Awesome.
Which I played
want to
Abduction
see the shady
offline
reaction.
by myself recently. I mean, you talk about reactions. I played Abduction. I replayed Abduction in VR recently all by myself just because I enjoyed, believe it or not, I enjoyed playing a video game by myself.
I'll be honest, I don't remember when you
No.
played Abduction because most of the time I was busy kicking trolls from the chat in YouTube.
Oh yeah, Steve Dave.
Steve Dave, yes, Steve Dave.
Yeah. No,
What was
you're.
it Matthew said on the abduction stream as well? Didn't he come on and say something weird
Oh,
as
you know the answer. You just want me to say it.
well? I've forgotten which one it was.
I remember where I was. I absolutely remember. And whenever I go to that part of the game, yeah, it was.
I can't think of anything else when I'm in that area now.
That's what I'm saying. When I go to that area, I'm like, oh yeah, that's when Matthew showed up and started talking about the incel forum. So.
Oh god.
That's what it was. How he'd been rejected. Yeah.
Because he'd been nice to women.
Yeah.
I don't remember the details of what he said. I just remember I was
forum.
managing a stream with 30 people in it, which is pretty high for me. And he just acts like this is a normal Tuesday, right? And he just comes in and just starts talking about his incel forum. Hello, Matthew. Yeah, no.
But that's just him. He comes into anywhere and just starts talking about random shit. I mean, the general thread is pretty much the Matthew thread at this point, because he always just comes in and starts talking, having this conversation that no one else is partaking in.
Well, that's how he is on the streams too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the
I
part
need-
that makes the general thread really weird is he'll pick it up after like weeks of silence.
Yeah, it's
And
been
then
a
he'll
whole
just start
month, hadn't
responding to
it?
stuff.
He completely disappeared after. Why did he disappear? Did I call him out? Something happened. Oh yeah. I changed the BRB quote to buy the game Matthew, everyone. Right? Because he was
gone for good.
Yeah, we thought he was gone for good because I changed the quote to that because everybody was giving him shit about piracy. And so I changed the quote to buy the game Matthew, quoted by everyone. And so then he disappeared after that for like 3 months. I was like, well, I guess I chased him off. And it was like, well, you're going to get, and then the fates were like, you're going to get one of two people back. You're either going to get Sarah back or you get Matthew back. We rolled the dice and we're in the wrong parallel universe right now. We got the Matthew hand. There's some other parallel universe where Sarah returned and not Matthew. We're not in that one. That's some other parallel universe is enjoying that one. We get Matthew. And, yeah, you've seen the results of that. I'm going to take one more break and I'm going to load Miss 5. I'm going to leave this game up just so you have
But
some
the
music.
issue,
Oh, go ahead.
the issue
And-
with Matthew wasn't the fact that he was pirating Outer Wilds. It was the fact that he was going on with this, just tons and tons of supposed justification for why he was okay with pirating this game that he loved that was made by a small indie team,
Right.
and he was quoting Richard Stallman and whoever, and it's just like, why are you trying to justify this stuff? Just the fact he was trying to just prove to us that he was in the right.
Man,
with
I can totally relate getting lost inside my own head and just thinking about things on my own.
Yeah.
But it is a little weird to just like burst onto the scene with like resuming a conversation from 3 months ago. I don't do that. I don't know. I'll be right back. But when I get back, sure, I'll play Miss 5. Sure.
Thank you.
Bro, I don't even remember what I was doing 3 months ago.
Let's
We're
go.
talking about 3 months ago. I don't know how I can keep it up. Good. He left. Oh, okay.
Sometimes I don't even remember like what my friends told me or what I told my friends like a week ago.
I can't even remember what my wife tells me this morning. And she's sitting in the next room looking at me like, yep.
It's probably not very important then if you don't remember it.
I'm really glad she doesn't watch shady streams, especially the sub hangouts. Although back when he was playing Uru and Titanic, she made it through a few of them.
Yeah, I
She
actually
was starting to enjoy the midweek.
I wholeheartedly believe that Shady is actually pretty wholesome. Like, well, he has his rage moments when the game makes him rage, but I feel like most of the time he flies off the handle, it's actually because of chat or the people in voice chat.
I mean, I've freaked out at my computer before after I screw up a jump or something I guess to drop.
Of course.
We all have our gamer rage
listen,
moments.
I was screaming at Firmament just the other day, so I was like, "What? This fucking crane won't move. God damn it!" It's pulling my hair out.
My wife just looks at me like, "Why are you swearing at these pixel robots?" Like, babe, you don't understand.
You don't understand, babe. It's personal.
Oh, that way.
They are here solely to ruin my life.
Hey.
You boys know that even though I'm sitting right next to you, I can't hear anything when I have these on. So every time you look at me and your mouth starts moving, it's like watching a movie on mute. I
It's
don't.
like watching
I
a
can't hear you.
movie on a plane.
Is someone else's screen? Sometimes I'm
Yeah,
more
except I
invested
don't
in
fly.
what the other person is watching more than what I'm watching.
What?
Yeah, like you're sitting in a plane, right? Well, I mean, you probably don't know this experience, but basically when you're basically any seat you have on a plane, you're going to have a diagonal view straight onto someone else's screen, right? It's like
I'll be right back.
You can watch movies on your entertainment system, like
Why
besides that.
is Twitch reporting that I'm watching the stream without audio? What's the point?
It's
Wait,
Twitch.
does it?
There is no point.
Because the reason I'm watching it on mute is because I'm getting the audio off Discord. So I'm technically
No,
not watching it on mute.
I don't know. I think it's something you're doing, Moz, because I don't have the mute button on my side.
I don't know. It's all bollocks.
Hey, Shady.
Hey.
Shady's back.
Hey, it's funny. You said something about the cursor in abduction, and it made me reflect on there's a little crosshair in Firmament, which is exactly the same as the little crosshair in Mist VR. And in Firmament, it doesn't even have a purpose because there's no moments. There's like nothing you can interact with like your hands, right? It's only the device thing. So it's like there's no point to the crosshair.
All right, I'm gonna switch recordings here. Let me change the game name.
So make sure you don't swear at the beginning of the next video.
Yeah, don't tempt them either. Okay, hold on a second.
Challenge accepted.
Do it. Just swear all away.
All right, all right,
No. I said don't swear.
all right.